Burn!
Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm tired as hell. I just couldn't sleep last night. I got maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep in total, I think. So I have with me an energy drink here. Will this actually work? I'm not sure, but I'm only gonna drink maybe a third of it. Alright. Oh, Twalakai. Hello. Hang on, let me get my chat. And let's get rid of that starting soon. I have not logged in at all yet. I saw that the title screen changed. I finished my barters, by the way. I got to gold 4 and I bought the ship. Badass. Badass. We're gonna have to do some commerce then at some point. Oh, whoop. I hid myself thinking it was the starting soon. There we go. Also, I think I'll just shrink myself a bit. Something like that. I always insist on drawing myself with these great swords. Then I always feel like it's eating up too much space. Alright. We're here. Loisneach. Eochade? Kowena? Rowan? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a bit. I do have all of the prerequisite master talents, by the way. Or rather, grandmaster talents. So I should be good. I don't have a one-handed sword yet, but I hope to invest in one of those soon. And I mean, I do have the rental one-handed sword, and honestly the blonded one, which fits the it fits the aesthetic that I'm going for. The instilled thunder has been untrained. The effects of untrained are as follows. Ability point plus 550. I don't care about AP. Give me back those stats. And still frost skill has been untrained. Oh my goodness. Flashing steel. This skill can't be reset. Are you sure you want to level it up? Is that a new EK skill? Okay. Yes, it's... Wow, wait, are we really getting the new EK skill already? I thought KR just got this, like, the other day. Sure? Oh, they just straight up removed. Oh, okay. I didn't think this is what we were going to be doing as soon as the stream started. What if I do it over here? Okay, no, that doesn't work. Okay, no, I can't outmash it. Quite the experience so far. A bit of auditory terrorism to start the day. What does this look like to other people? Is everybody just flashing non-stop? Rebirth Pot, I'll take that now. Flashing Steel deals damage equal to bash damage. Oh, I don't even know if I have bash maxed out. I can't remember the last time I used bash. I think they did revamp it, or intended to revamp it at some point. It is R1. Yes, I did have to train it for EK. Let's see. Movement distance 7 meters plus additional distance equal to increases in bash range. Huh. Can you just free target this? Whoa! Okay, kinda badass. I need to figure out a slot for that? Oh, right, I used to have my Instill Thunder here, but that's not a thing anymore. No shot, you just get all 3 of them for free. I thought that was like a Link 10 benefit. Holy, that looks insane. I feel like my sword's gonna blow up. I guess I can have that somewhere else and it's have the new flashing skill, or flashing steel skill. Damn! Oh shucks, I'm swapping off of EK when we get the new Arcana anyway. Before then, I have copious and copious and copious amounts of, what's the word? Quests to start? I'll get rid of that. Speaking of getting rid of that, let's turn that, not auditory, that visual, disturbance off. If you save for free, check your mana and stamina. Okay, that kind of chunked my stamina a little bit. Sorry, I just realized my chat's on the wrong monitor. Put that over here. Let me double check. OBS looks good. Yep. Oh, whoa, I turned on like GeForce now. Let's go ahead and not do that. Just go on the main website page. It tells you about them. Oh, sure. I do have it open because I was actually going to go... I wasn't sure when, but at some point I was going to go over the new gacha box. Not that I intend to buy the new gacha box, but I wanted to gripe about how this flimsy fucking piece of cloth has more defense than my damn Royal Knight armor. Okay, anyway. Faith and Fury update? Sacred Guardian... Elemental Knight. Okay. I guess I can pull this up on screen, actually. I can do this through OBS. I always forget that for some reason Microsoft Edge tabs count as like in each individual like window when you're alt tabbing. It's actually quite annoying for someone like me that likes having a lot of tabs open. Alright, we're gonna swap from Mabinogi to... You know what? Hang on. I guess we don't have music playing, but let me turn on background noises. No. Background sounds, thank you. You can hear the birds chirping. Very, very, very lightly. Okay, now on OBS. Generic window 2 becomes Microsoft Edge. Over here. Like, oh, so you're telling me that this flimsy, like, look, it's a pretty dress. It doesn't quite look good on male, if you ask me. It does look nice on femme, but 27 defense, man. Let me look at my RKA, my prized possession. 11 defense. I don't get it, bro. It's not fair. Okay, previously referred to as Instill Flame, Instill Frost, and Instill Thunder. A toggle type skill that integrates the effects of the 3 existing Instill skills. The mana and stamina costs to sustain this ability have been vastly reduced. They've been vastly reduced? Oh, and were you talking about the flashing steel costing a lot? We'll start with that. An active skill that moves quickly in the direction of the mouse cursor when using the skill and attacks enemies in its path. At rank 1, which I have it, deals damage equal to bash plus 600% of base damage. Flashing Steel applies the automatic defense-ignoring effect of bash and becomes immune to knockdown and stun while using the skill. Cool. Moving distance and attack range are affected by bash movement distance increase effect. At rank 1, movement distance 7 meters plus additional distance equal to increase in bash range. I don't know how you can increase your bash range. Maybe that's Grandmastering, or not Grandmastering, Danning it, or Maybe getting stacks of bash increase the range somehow. Again, I don't know how it works after this supposed revamp, if it has been revamped. When used under the effect of technique time shift state, the bash stacks are consumed first, not the number of technique. I don't know. I don't have a time shift. Using bash completely reduces the cooldown of flashing. Whoa! How does that work? From what I remember with bash, you just smack an enemy over and over again until you get flames covering you. And I think that increases damage or something. I don't know. When flashing steel is on cooldown, you can consume bash stacks to ignore the cooldown. Oh my goodness. That sounds awesome. Doesn't say anything about MP cost or anything. Oh, okay, well, first of all. The mana stamina cost to sustain this ability have been vastly reduced. The effects from each rank of instill elements are the same as the effects from each rank of the former of the 3 instills. The 3 instills will be removed from the list, and any AP used to rank it will be refunded. I didn't know we were using AP to rank it. Not that it matters. They give AP out like candy. Damage for Blazing Assault Slash when using instill elements has been increased. Whoa! Damage for Shattering Windmill when using instill elements has been increased. Whoa! And damn, dude, 1680% on Dynavolt Smash. Dauntless Defense. When a counterattack is successful, the player recovers 10% of max. Whoa! God damn. When the defense gauge is at 100% at rank 1, it recovers a fixed amount regardless of the number of enemies. Huh. Damage received is minus 50% when defending at rank 1. Wow. If the damage reduction rate applied by Shield Mastery is higher when wearing a shield, it is applied as the shield damage reduction rate. Damage multiplier has been increased. Oh, God. I didn't even know Dauntless Defense did that much damage. Damn. Damn. 12 hundo. It's like Risk of Rain ultimate numbers. Let's see. Cooldowns been increased. That's okay, I guess. 2 more seconds. Since Dauntless Defense is a skill derived from defense skills, the damage reduction effect does not apply to attacks that cannot be blocked by defense. Huh. Okay, I didn't know about that. I just bust out Dauntless Defense whenever I want things to get off of me. New EK links have been added. When equipped with a one-handed combat weapon, bash damage plus 15%. When equipped with a two-handed weapon, close combat weapon, smash damage plus 10%. Damn! Wait, doesn't that in turn also go back into Dynavolt Smash? Because Dynavolt Smash is deals damage equal to Smash plus 1800% of base damage. Damn, it says 1800 on my screen, but it says 1850 over here. Not that it matters, it's 50%. Number's still big. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't been reading chat because I've been looking at the skills. It's not free. I think it drains mana / stamina 1 times faster than before. Ah, that's better than having the cost of putting all 3 at the same time. There should be a microsite somewhere. What is that? Oh, and it is light armor, so you get the bonuses. Oh wait, are you guys seeing the chat right now? You're seeing the chat right now. Sorry. Oh, that goes to show you. I haven't been looking at chat. Sorry. And his light armor, so you get the bonuses from the mastery too. The big purple thing on the bottom right should bring you to the microsite. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Sure. Instead of looking at this damn Twilight Fairy 27 defense armor. I have skimmed this the other day when it first went live. New Arcana emerges, reach 20k. Yeah, we gotta go hit up Leor in a sec. There's something going on with my... I don't know, my Mabinogi was flashing. It's a good thing you can't see that. Just arrived in Erin and not sure. There's an event that'll boost you up there, pretty much. Eolar of the Order of Limelark. Eolar, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an I. Eolar faithfully follows Limelark, preaching the gods' gracious love to the whole world. I quite like the design. And before you say anything, she looks cute. If you've seen a character that I draw of mine a lot, Rory, I think the thick eyebrows thing is actually kind of cute. Okay. I was really disappointed by this, by the way, Nexon. It's just a 30-second clip that's like, my faith is unshakable, instead of actually showing off the dang skills. I mean, they show them off here, at least. But still. Anyway, there's the new Arcana. We'll go more into that when we actually get it. I haven't even actually looked at or read any of these. I will unlock Explosive Vanguard at some point, but I'm more interested in Sacred Guardian at the moment. I did see this. Your Arcana level goes up to 250 now. Every 10 levels, the limits of HP, MP stamina increase by 50, and the limits of strength, intelligence, dexterity, and luck will increase by 20 each. Critical hit limit increases by 2%, and the balance limit increases by 1 at 250. At 200, you get another 2% of crit and another balance. I don't even know what balance is. I'm going to be real with you. All of this stuff, I think, went live as well. We're going to look into that in-game. These 3 alone are insane. I have no idea what to expect over here. But for sure, this is just like bonkers. I didn't even look at Master Plan yet, because I feel like the thing went live when... It didn't go live with the other event pages, so I didn't have a chance to read this yet. But these, well, Flying High, this alone is insane. Let's see. Yeah. Heroes and Harmonies? Oh no, this is from like a year or 2 ago. Why do you want me to come here? Do the test? Oh. They censored the Paladin with that banner, did they? Nexon. What do you mean Paladin? It's Paladin. Okay. I'm just gonna keep looking over here. Talakai. Look. I'm really tired. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's probably in my voice. Let me take more of this energy drink. Let me drink more of this energy drink. What are the new EK things? Smash? 10% damage is wild. Bludgeoning Assault Slash range has been increased. Flashing Steel attack range increased by 1 meter. Okay. Oh! Okay, that rank 9 is just for making the new skill better. Some of the 10 link stain bonus from 9 have been changed. Yeah, you used to, at Link 10, you used to be able to install all 3, but they just gave you that for free now. Flashing Steel, cooldown. Oh! It's just minus 2 seconds on everything at Link 10. That's a little like, yes, that's good, but at the same time, that's not quite as cool as using 3 skills at once. But still. I don't really, look, Harmonic Saint is very cool. I don't really use it. It's my lowest level Arcana at the moment. Let's see. Sharpshooter I do use, though. Ignis Plume has, okay, been increased. Damage has been increased for all ranks. The cooldown has been shortened from 10 seconds to 6 seconds. Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! I hated how long it took for some of the Arcana skills. Sorry, not Arcana. Sharpshooter skills. You can now cancel the skill while charging by pressing Escape on Aqua Volley. Huh. Yeah, I guess you couldn't before, huh? When charging, the caster will automatically follow the moving target. Thank you! Although, moving target. I guess if you're control clicking something. Let's see. Upon using the skill, the knockback on the caster has been reduced. I mean, I like knockback. I think like self knockback looks cool. I guess the displacement might mess you up depending on what circumstances you're under. But the same with I keep wanting to call it Blast Bomb, but it's actually called Heat Buster. That used to look way cooler than it does now, but I mean, that's just a visual change, I guess. 2,200% damage. Oh my god, 5 seconds off. You're spoiling me, Nexon. Thank you. Unfortunately, I'll be using Sacred Guardian instead. For now, anyway, but I'll be happy to go back to Alchemic Sharpshooter. Terra Scourge. Maximum damage increased. 300%. Sweet. And it's been brought down by 6 seconds. Thank you. Tri-Assault. The timing of the attack has been adjusted. Increased damage for all ranks. 15 hundo for the first and second shot, and 3,000 on the last shot. I don't remember what the numbers were before. And the cooldown has been shortened from 50 to 36 seconds. I mean, you still have to build up the... what are they called? The marbles? The alchemy thingies? In order to use Tri-Assault, but that's fine. Hermetic Harmony. The effect of water and earth caustic surge has been adjusted. Old effect reduces enemy's attack by 10% for 10 seconds. New effect reduces enemy's final damage by 5%. Huh. I guess after any calculations or whatever. I'm assuming that's better. I'm not a min-maxer. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm a bit of a casual player, so I don't actually know if that's better or not. Dark Diviner. I'm already asleep. Sorry, it's not an Arcana for me. I have leveled it up just because I would someday like to have the you can spam fully charged fireballs thing, but I don't like just using magic. Sorry. A non-Arcana skill changes Bash. The highest rank of the skill has been increased to Dan 3. Oh, you can actually... I guess you couldn't Dan it before. And 3. Thank you. Very cool. I didn't mean to do that. If you have achieved trading points of 100 or higher in Bash, you can take the promotion test. Oh, that's just saying you can Dan it. At Dan 3, the 5th hit damage is 700%, and that gets added on to Flashing Steel. Items for training that are added. The aiming speed will now be the same speed regardless of distance between the character and the target. That is... okay. The weapon's base range and effective range may still alter the aiming speed. Skills affected all of these. Urgent Shot. Life and stamina consumed when using Urgent Shot have been reduced from 10% to 5%. Dude, they're spoiling us! Rotten! Using healing will now provide a high recovery rate at all ranks. Dang, man! Party healing is higher. I don't know anything about artifact investigation. I'm sorry. Magic attack changes. Sorry. It's some other day. Battle astrology. It was already good if you ask me. Very good even. Although maybe it's because they gave us all Perseus sites. So. The following reforges or enhancements have been adjusted to the following. Yo. Percentages now. Although I guess fractions of a percentage, actually. Although that's probably still better than just like what? Were these just flat like 2.5s and whatnot? Glyph writing, I would very much... I want to do a stream where I just get into glyph writing one of these days. Unless that's like... you think that's a boring thing. Lasara's gain the ability to extract certain enchants from the following equipment for a limited time. Oh, I've seen these on the auction house. I don't have any of these, I don't think. I guess because they may have released a new armor or something, or we're getting new armor at some point. What's this? Okay, this is getting... I'm gonna look at this... Oh my lord. Thank you. I should maybe take a look at this. The item confirmation that displays when selecting a book from the memory of a story box is partially obscured. The full text should be as displayed. The memory of a story can only be used when you have the corresponding generation story active. The requirements for to begin each generation can be viewed in the storyline window. The new previous guild point rank info for ranking... that doesn't matter to me. Real artisan rankings, that doesn't matter to me. The current issues causing the blacklist to not work, that's fine. Under periodic conditions, militians being temporary, unable to duel other militians. That's fine. Okay, there's no, like... game bricks if you do this kind of effect. Or kind of bug. Alright. Let's get in the actual game. I mean, we have been in the actual game this whole time. But, you know what I mean. Let me go back over here. Take the quiz at the end. Oh, sure. Look, I'm sorry, you don't need to yell, Janko. I could not see my chat. Because I had the side on. I mean, sure. Which Arcana is right for you? Let me get that on screen. Let me go somewhere. I need music. What's like a good zone with music? I might not have VIP anymore. Take me to... actually, I can just warp from old Luis over here, right? What's up? Yeah. I'll get you your paper mache. I actually want to make a pinata. I want to make the Mabinogi pinatas. I don't know. It's something I feel like doing. I haven't done paper mache in a very long time. Move me to... no, not Osnasnail. Move me to Gyrick. Why not? If the thing's here, I'll hit it. If not, I just want some music playing on the background. There we go. Fantastic. Also, I approve. God bless the USA. I want this item on JP, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist. I do play the Japanese server once in a blue moon. Okay. Oh, I didn't tap along. I usually tap along to that. Okay. to the micro site again. I said we're gonna go to the micro site again. Hang on, I might need to reload this. There we go. Okay, there's a quiz here, ostensibly, I'm told. Let me double check where this goes first, actually. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. Good. I saw, like, Twitter and whatnot. I can't show that on stream, sorry. But this I probably can. You wake up in a strange dungeon instead of your cozy bed. What is your first thought? I mean, honestly, probably this. I read a lot of isekai stuff, but, I mean, my safety comes first, yeah. It seems like the only way to get back to your home world is to clear the dungeon. What is your strategy? I'll find a party to run the dungeon with. Are there other people, or am I in this dungeon by myself? I don't know how I got here, so I can't trust anyone. I'll go it alone. There's always another way. I don't want to run the dungeon at all. I wouldn't be so chipper. Like, let's go find a party. Look, I've read enough isekais to know that they're just going to stab me in the back, and depending on, like, am I different at all? Do I have a class? Do I have skills? If I get something like a crafting job, they're going to kick me down a ravine. A la Ari Ferretta. I mean, clearly this is the one weighted towards Eolar. But, I mean, I'll just answer it how I feel I want to answer it. Let me double check that again. Let's see. I couldn't really use multiple installments anyway with how fast the train was. Balance matters with your damage range. Higher balance means more consistent high damage. Badass. I like how the first half of the bot's name is coherent, then it just goes down. Caring from 9k2. Dude, look at the artifact skill cooldown reduction. I don't know what artifact is. Do Iris part-time jump if you want easy glyph mats. Okay. I think you've told me that before. I should maybe be doing that once in a while, though. I think I need to do some part-time jobs for, Renown or something. I'm not sure how that works. Where's my energy, monster? I'm drinking an energy drink. You sit up and there's a weapon lying next to you. What kind of weapon is it? A lightweight weapon, or a lightweight sword for quick attacks. A heavy lance that deals a powerful blow. A sturdy shield to protect against danger. A supple bow that can deal damage at great distances. A staff crackling with dangerous magic power. A wand which glows with the light of healing. If I'm being honest, dude, give me the shield. How are you gonna kill things, dude? I can smash them with a shield. Dude, if I have like a charge skill, dude, I'm doing that. Not charges in like charging a big attack, but like just running straight into an enemy with it. Just if you got in your bearings, a man charges you, wielding an axe in both hands. Kill him and take his axes, because that's the cooler weapon. He loves Shield Hero. I don't, though. I liked it early on. I could not stand Season 2 and didn't finish it. And I think I saw an episode of Season 3. Or even partially an episode. Maybe that was through you. I can't remember. Just as you've gotten your bearings, a man charges you wielding an axe in both hands. What do? Rush back and look for a good position to attack from. Call out for help. I'm running right at him with the shields, man. I hope my shield... What kind of shield? Is it wood? Am I about to get, Here's Johnny? Or, The Shining? Better not be able to break through my shield. Hope it's metal. You defeat the enemy with the help of some strangers. It seems people got injured, though. What next? I do anything I can to heal myself. I'll rush off to find something that can heal their wounds. Injured or not, they're strangers. I'll approach with caution in case they mean harm. Did enemy drop anything useful? I should look. That's kind of callous. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, rush off. I'm not gonna run into a dungeon by myself. I mean, probably, but like in this situation, who's gonna help? We're in a dungeon, right? Sure. Could like rip off part of a shirt to make bandages or something. What you thought was merely a statue suddenly comes alive. What's your gut reaction? I'm sorry, goddess statues, but I'm hitting that shit. Of course, the statue turns out to be hostile and winds up to attack you. How do you feel? This is a very strange question. All of a sudden. Let's see. I mean, I got my shield up, man. I'm gonna turtle up. So I guess instinct. The party's about to be wiped out, but you have one last potion. What party? Are there people here with me? What do you do with it? Am I eating damage through my shield? Is there pierce damage or chip damage? Guys, I think I'm asking too many questions for this dumb little quiz. Like, we got to go to get to the Arcana layer right now, and all these other events happening. Yeah, everyone can take a little sippy. As soon as you defeat the enemy, a man appears. Something about him seems hostile. Are they gearing up? Are they making an isekai? I've been wanting to do a shitty webcomic where it's my Mabinogi character isekai'd, but I never get around to it. Because my art sucks. Let's see. As soon as you defeat the enemy, a man appears. Something about him seems hostile. How do you respond? Let's get this over with. Find a weak point and deliver a finishing blow. Maybe we can talk it out. There's no need to fight. He seems hostile. We'll talk first. The man starts to bombard you with magical attacks. What do you do? I mean, do we rush the magic caster? I mean, I have a shield. It's probably hurting me through the shield, but still. In the midst of the chaos, you blink, and suddenly you're home. How do you feel? Oh, that was weird. I'm going back to sleep. Was that real? Better make sure no threats followed me back. That's actually quite sensible. I have to call a friend to tell them everything. That was so cool. I mean, yeah, in the heat of the moment, that's probably what you're thinking of, right? Better not be explosive Vanguard. Oh my god, god damn it! Why? Fucking whatever, get me out of here. You love Shield Hero? Your free trial of Isekai has ended. No, send me back, dude. That's probably... Send me back in. Which is stupid because crafters, healers, logistics, cooks, etc. are the most important stuff in any world. Exactly. Tell that to the author of a good chunk of isekai mangas and webtoons / manhwas. Alright. That's enough faffing around, fellas. Is the pinata here? Yes. Yeah! Nice. I know I only deal 1 damage, but let's see this. Instill the elements. I hope they give us an option to turn this down, by the way, because that is appalling. I've got like all 4 elements. Well, define all 4 elements. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that charging sound just now was this wisp, and I was about to wipe him from existence. We'd only do 1s on this thing, regardless. Oh, I'm so sorry, Fox. Alright, let's get out of here. It doesn't let you warp after you've hit this thing, so I was just go on a mount and walk out of the zone. Although, let's give it a little bit of a second. Okay. Oh, headliners. I was like, where's the new events? It's right here. Summer Master Plan. I want to start flying high. Oh, wait. Am I no longer in combat? Sweet. I normally load through the zone first. Hey, that's Koena's, well, the male version anyway, outfit. Who is it? Am I blind? Oh, it's this dude. I didn't expect them to be the guy in the summer outfit, or like the beachwear. Hey, Alexander, what do you think about joining me on a journey to see just how high you can fly? It's a simple 3-part program that'll have you fighting fit before you know it. Let me break it down for you. Let me go ahead and get my chat on screen first. Let's go over here. The Garrick one is great because I can turn in my Finnies easy. You can turn in your what? Oh, so you warp... Oh! You warp to the Pinata, then you run over to Gyrick and turn in your Finny gem whistles. Janko, you read Moonlight Sculptor? I haven't read Moonlight Sculptor in a long time. Truthfully, I don't like the... Moonlight Sculptor is not an isekai. Moonlight Sculptor is, it's a subset of webtoons slash manhwas, where it's about a dude playing a VR MMO. And I just don't feel the stakes when they're playing a VR MMO. It's always they're doing it because, oh, my mom is sick, my sister is sick, I need to save up all this money to help them. Instead of getting a job, let me go sink all of my time and money into a VR MMO and become #1 at it, because that's definitely going to get you money. Anyway, but I remember enjoying Moonlight Sculptor, even though I'm not a fan of that genre. Step 1. The Dash plan will help you get your first Arcana, if you don't already have one on your account. I do. I'll be doing this on the Japanese server as well. On my own time, more than likely. Step 2. The Leap plan will help build your chosen character's fundamentals to strengthen them even more. Step 3. The Fly plan will guide you to even more ways you can grow through combat. There's a lot of ground to cover, so I can only teach one person. It's up to you. Absolutely. Are you sure? Oh. Hold on there. I need to do a few vinyl verifications before we put the official stamp on your registration. Looks like you already wield the power of an Arcana. All 4 of them, actually. 4 of the 6 now, I guess. Take heart, Alexander. You may not be able to participate in the Dash plan of this event, but that's because you're already strong. The first step is about helping out folks who haven't yet acquired the Arcana talents for any character on their account. If you register a character without any Arcana as the main character, they'll receive the items they need to acquire their first Arcana. That's fine. Alright, for the official records, do you, Alexander, truthfully attest that the person at the keyboard... Excuse me? Are you a Militian? Hello? Among Us theme? Da-da-dun. Full permission that you're the main character of this event. Once the registration is finalized, you'll be the only one in your account who can benefit from everything I provide. Yes. Alright, Alexander. You've been registered as the main character. Are you ready for your assignment? Drum roll, please. Ta-da! You'll be working to complete objectives for the Leap part of this event. So I'm not on Fly already, while participating in the ongoing Fly plan each week. I don't know what requirements I would have needed to be at Fly by now. High flying now bag coupon. It's 10 by 10. I'm pretty sure my free run bag is better. If I can find free run. Yeah, 12 by 12. That's not bad though. I can probably send that over to an alt character. To get to Fly, you have to get Dash done. Ah, I thought if you were high enough, like if you were like Omega 100k total level. Was that someone I knew? No. Okay. Oh, that it would just skip you to Fly, but that makes sense. Yeah, it's a personal shop bag, so it would take place of my free run bag. No offense now. I'll keep the free run one. Also, I will say I was gifted VIP for my birthday last month, and it has destroyed my inventory. Oh my god, dude. They give you so many of these goodies every single day. I may have run out of it already. No, I still have enough for this. Dude, I had it pretty nicely organized. Not anymore. Before I forget, I will actually take those, though, because the 4 recovery pots are nice. Okay. So, Oops. We've started... Wait, scrapping for scraps? Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Luis. Veteran... Pocket personal trainer. Oh, that's the, I think that's master plan. Let's just talk to him again. What's your name? Flying boy? Fly boy? Dude, am I going crazy or am I going blind here? Hang on. Everyone is like blindingly bright white. Did Homeboy vanish? Or is he still in front of me somewhere? Oh yeah, he's right there. Flying boy. So just not have those people on my screen. There we go. How are you enjoying the training? I've got items in my shop you can put to bolster your... You can put to use to bolster your strength. Oh, there's probably a UI I can access through the event button over on the side. Gold shop for... Ooh, mysterious spirit stones. They're going to eventually give you an item that lets you get a 100 level spirit. So it pains me. But there's a very decent chance I really don't want to do it, but there's a very decent chance that I cancel my spirit with my newly acquired staff. I like her a lot, but she's only level 3. And one-handed sword spirit weapon. I know I already have a two-handed sword one. One-handed sword spirit weapon gives you health regen on using close combat skills. 10% per, it's a 50% chance to heal 10% of your max health. And considering I'm going to want a Sacred Guardian, that's a tank class, that's some good sustain, so... I have to part ways with my staff, which I feel very bad about. If Nexon would only give us a few more of these without having to pay, that would be nice. Okay, I'm assuming they want me to access that through here. Flying high details. Yeah. You can earn rewards when you progress the objectives listed below until the gauge is totally full. Rewards are given whenever a milestone is met, so be sure to check your currencies below. Grant sufficient crest to unlock Arcana Link 10 upon reaching a total Arcana level of 50. I am gonna do that with Sacred Guardian, I think. We'll take a second. Look, I don't got any plans. I was gonna do some Unicorn Overlord tonight, but considering all the crappy sleep I got, I think I'm just gonna... I got a couple hours. I don't really have any plans other than making dinner later, I guess. We're just gonna hit it. We're just gonna hit as much as I can here until I gotta sleep. Until I'm passing out on stream. And by hit it, I mean we're just gonna go as far as I can get. It automatically completed dash, and it looks like... Huh. Okay, reach a cumulative level of 40,000. Ah, I need 4k more levels. That's a lot. I mean, Blonded gives 2k per completed generation, right? So maybe we'll do a little bit of G12. I think I'm halfway done with it. That's the guild button. Shout out to Mobbin' Boys, by the way. They donate my little tiddlywinks of guild points there. Let's see. Main storyline. She gets half of that once you reach 20k, so you get 1,000 per gen. Even still, I just got to do 2 or 3 more gens then. And has the event started? Would they give the book or the thing that lets you skip generations? I don't think I'll use that. Oh, she probably wants you to go in order, right? Because I'm currently at the end of Alchemist. I'm at Return of the Hero. I'm not even halfway done with it. Oh. I'm probably just going to want to skip over Shakespeare. I know it says I started it 15 years ago. I don't remember anything. I probably wasn't even reading the story back then. I don't know if she wants you to go in order with Saga. I would love to just skip over here and use the books to skip these gens. So I can unlock Tech Duin. And then someday down the road do the story myself. Just to know what's going on. Because they're going to give away items that let you skip the generations. The book says skip a generation. Not a storyline. Well, isn't that what this is? Right? So I could skip one of these. Whichever one would unlock Tech Duin. These are gens too. Oh wait, you think that it won't clear? That won't clear it for Blonded then? Oh, that would suck. I was hoping it would auto clear Blonded, since it counts as you having cleared that generation. That's kind of lame. But understandable, I guess. Makes more sense that way. I mean, I do have... Again, I know my inventory's a mess, okay. I have 13 rebirth pots from the Aaron Adventure Pass last year. And then I think I have one that I redeemed just now. And I'm sure Master Plan will also give away rebirths and forgetful potions. So if I can get max level 200 per Nowhere to Run, and on rebirthing the 60 level bonus, if it's the same as the previous Master Plans, we'll go check that out in just a little bit. That would be 5 times to get 1,000. So I would need to do like 20 rebirths. Am I doing my math here right? Because 5 or 200 times 5 is 1,000. Or no. Am I doing that right? Yeah, it's 1,000. So rebirth 5 times after hitting 200. 1,000. So I'd have to do that 20 times, I think, in order to get the 4K that I need, which is not that bad. Also, I don't have a title. I think it's because the week reset, so I don't have the one thing. I like doing Dungeoneer because it gives max damage, and the 4th step for more max damage. Okay. God, there's so many people. Okay, in that case, let's go start at the other events as well. A box full of memories. Oh, this is the one. We'll save that one for last. And black combo card. Let's go see Master Plan. Oh god, there's so many people everywhere. Which one of these is the actual NPC? Hello. Hi. Amalgam of 30 players. I had it recently, so it can't be far. What could have happened to it? Do you need help? Oh, would you? I'm looking for my notebook. It's got years and years of notes in it, so it's pretty important. Oh boy, how did I miss that? Well, thanks. Glad to have it back. You've done a good deed. As long as I have you here, let me introduce myself. I'm Fedum. You may have heard of me. I'm a mercenary, renowned for my skills. Oh, is it one trainer again? I liked it better when we had 4 different trainers. I guess that clutters up Dunbarton a bit. Alexander, huh? You wouldn't happen to be a Militian by chance? I'm the Militian, thank you. Good. Glad I got the right person. Take this. Eggman voice line. Veteran mercenary Fedom hands you a notebook she just picked up. Over to you. You get the sense you may have been set up. So this notebook you so helpfully found for me, Alexander, is actually my pocket personal trainer, full of useful information to get anyone strong. I've written down every tip and trick I've learned over my long and storied career, but it'd be even better if I could add in other perspectives. Militians are famously multi-talented, and you're famous even for a Militian, so I'd love to learn from you. And I think the tips in my notebook should help you train too. What do you say? Want to team up? Thanks for stopping to help. I knew I could count on you. You'll see the Pocket Personal Trainer for all characters on your account. You can choose 5... Huh. Really? Maybe I should take that as a chance to level up an alt. You can choose 5 buffs per week via the event window. The effects will restart every Thursday. So yeah, it's the same as usual. Hot Weekend buff will be applied at Friday, lasting until Monday. Alright, so you get to pick 5 of these, huh? Oh, the free repairs, dude! All of my main weapons have repair plus 100, 200% fees. It's brutal. Free talent or hero talent rebirths, free appearance change, fantastic. Lord mission daily exchange, whatever. Or daily limit. Oh, lords are like Corp Cabin, right? I don't even have the passes, unfortunately. Alba Knight's training grounds. I don't know what an Alba Knight is. Tech Duin, I don't have that unlocked. Crown Bass, I don't have that unlocked. Glen Bierna, I would get my ass whooped in the first room. An extra inventory, meaning my master plan inventory is finally accessible again. I've had a ton of just stuff in here for a very long time. Corgi whistle. Get the Baltan limit increase and maybe the free level ups on rebirth. Yeah, I'll be choosing those so I can get the 4K that I'm missing to get to the Leap event better, or faster. Let's see, so these are ones that I have to pick, right? Echo Stone, I don't know much about Echo Stones. Special upgrades chance, success rate. It's, you know. I do have a red lucky stone, event stone here somewhere that I want to use on my sword. Alchemy success rate, production success rate. Maybe one of these weeks I'll choose those, because I still need to rank up. I've been working on it. If you haven't seen it, the Korean server recently announced an Arcana using alchemy that looks badass. It looks a little simple, but I want it so bad. And they give you a gigantic Hydra transmutation, which I already had a headcanon going on where I had a giant one of these anyway. And you would have seen that in that crappy webcomic I was going to draw, but never got around to, that I mentioned earlier. But now it's just a skill in the game, and I find that so cool. Let's see. Stardust level, success rate, signet, success rate. Oh, no, those aren't the ones I can pick. Those are just the weekend ones. Sweet. I need leveling boosts. Beltane level cap from 150 to 200. Combat EXP could help, although I do have 4 times Ledeca pots, and I do have a ton of the free run boxes that give the 4 times ones. 60. This is so you can immediately go into Beltane missions. Quest completion times 2, no. Exploration HP times 2, no. Maybe 3 times combat EXP. What stacks, Jenko? Oh, yeah, the 3 times and the 4 times. And then also, the Beltane, like, 3 times, crystal thingies. They cost, like, 300k, though, and I don't really have a lot of gold anymore. Let's see. Talent boost. I don't really need the AP. Skill lifters is nice if you're training skills, which, I mean, I kind of am for the alchemies, but that's not important at this exact moment. I don't have Crusader skills yet. I've already... Advancements for Dan, right? Or is that for Grandmaster? That's not bad either. What's this? Renown. Is Renown hard to get? Because I need Eater and Renown. I think my Endelion one is maxed out. And then apparently you can re-roll it and restart again to get like a better number or something. I'm fine with that though. Eatern gives HP. I thought Eatern gave a... I thought he gave a stat that I needed. Oh, Elund I'm maxed out with. Sweet. Eatern, oh, it's crafting. Okay. Well, that explains why I'm so low. Yo, can exceed max. Damn. I hate Nell, but I need that renown. At some point. Ooh, you can even train up your Beltane squires. That's cool. To be honest, with all of the Beltane missions, the leveling boost isn't necessary. Or the quest completion one isn't necessary. I like the skill lifters. It's nice. Skill training? I mean, this is what I always pick with Master Plan. I would eventually like to train up my spirit weapons. But for this week, I just want to focus on training and getting skills up, I guess. So, or leveling up, mainly. So we'll go. These are the 5 that I always pick. I always pick these. In order to play your weekly buffs, you must register a main character. Oh! Oh, I thought it just happened automatically. NPC? There you are. The notebook is locked. Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. Here, I have the key around here somewhere. One thing I'd like is proof of my method's effectiveness. Just sign here in the fine print and don't read. I'm just your average mercenary, though a bit average in terms of skill, mind you. But I live in an average life, moving from commission to commission, that kind of thing. Now I've raked up a lot of experience over the years, I'll admit it. I haven't always succeeded. I wrote down all the times I failed. I want to be able to learn from them, why it happened, what I needed, and what I could do to improve. The training course grew naturally out of that. I really need someone other than me to try it out so I can prove to people it's worthwhile and start to sell. I mean, help people. If you could help me out here, I'd really appreciate it. The following perks will be available for the main character. Only 1 character per account can be set as the main character. Extra inventory, exclusive buffs from the Pocket Personal Trainer, daily weekly login rewards, event shop access. That's fine. If I can still get the bonuses on other characters, that's nice, but it's not a deal breaker. This is still my main character. No other character in your account can be selected. That's fine. Thanks. Of course, everything's different, but given your reputation, I've got no doubt you'll make great strides. One more thing. I know, it doesn't look like much, but this is an enhanced elixir. Oh, yeah, they always give these out. That will activate your potential to the fullest. It'll make you stronger. Hope to see you around. Special potion. Gives some pretty decent stats. Defense 10, prot 5, magic defense 10, magic prot 5, HP, MP, or stamina 5 hundo. Not bad. God damn. That is a giant maid. Okay. Oh, I should probably pay attention to this, huh? Let's drink the special potion first and foremost. Throughout the duration, I almost said nature of the event, I'll have those bonus stats. Codex of Ascendant Arcana. Choose an Arcana talent. You will receive 10 Grandmaster seals for each of the base talents drawn upon that Arcana, and learn all of the Arcana's skills at their highest rank. Oh my god! Damn, they're just giving it out like candy. I really got to make use of this on the GP server. I don't know if they've started this yet on the Japanese server, though. I'll have to check when that's happening. I feel like we usually get our events a little bit sooner than they do. It can only be used by characters who have either possess at least one Arcana or are otherwise enabled to harness its power through participation in a special event. Unfortunately, I already have them all maxed out. I mean, I already have the Grandmaster, so that's kind of moot. Premium Shadow Crystal. Sure. Rebirth Pot. Sure. Spectacular 6 Arcana. Oh, these are the crests. So this gives 60, 90, 600, 825, 825. So these will give the crest enough. It's enough to link 10 in Arcana. A Spirit Memory Scroll level 100. A scroll containing a powerful incantation that, when read, increases a spirit's level to 100. I'm saving that for a one-handed sword spirit weapon. So I need a one-handed sword first. So that'll be quite nice. Increases your Stardust to rank 10. Stardust has increased to rank 10. Smart Blast support effect has been unlocked. Smart Flare, Smart Blow, Smart Chaser, Smart Veil. I don't know what any of that is. We got a Wizard Corgi. Sure. Your name will be... What's a good name for a mage? Helveticus. Probably taken already, right? Not taken? Oh, maybe I typoed that. Well, whatever. And I think I have another whistle, because they give you a warrior and a wizard corgi. It looks like you can't trade these corgis away. They've been doing that with the last couple of events, where you can't trade away the event pets, which I think is a little lame, but whatever. Oh. Veterans training token times 80, sure. What's a good warrior name? Gomrad. Like, actually no. Gonrad. Nah, that sounds lame. I was gonna go with Conrad, but with a G. Hercule. It's already taken. Hercule. Alright. Very cool. 2 more pets. They probably have an animation on the first summon, yeah? Yep. Hey there, buddy. Aren't these one of the fastest mounts? I mean, they already gave us the cat version on the... Well, it's still running right now if you play... Hello? Oh, I have to reload the zone when I do that. We'll summon Helveticus later. There's a lot of characters in here to... what's the word? Just have to reload. Now I can select my buffs. We're doing Beltane level cap, 3 times combat EXP, 60 bonus levels on rebirth. Skill lifters and training. Bam. Alright, I can now do a bunch of Beltanes, and I will. Let's get a little further away from the crowd so I'm not going at the choppiest of frame rates. Okay, current objective for flying high is get 4,000 more levels. I think it's closer to 3,000 because my total level is 37,600, so 3,400 levels, give or take. Repeating, of course. I already have a rebirth waiting for me, but I'm only level 28. I mean, I could just pop a Shadow Crystal and go run a Corb Cabin or something. Oh, but I don't have Lord Passes. I don't think. I'm not used to this window being open every time I open my inventory, so I keep closing it for some reason. Lord. Nope. Game? Game? There we go. Lord. Nope, I don't have any Lord Passes. I mean, I could run just any shadow mission with a crystal on, I guess. Druid's House. I need to get to level 60 before we can run Nowhere to Run. And it's gonna be like bonkers fast. Maybe instead of getting the full recovery pots, I should have gotten random boxes from my VIP. I think my VIP is about to run out. Okay, look, I just want to see how much longer I have VIP for. Wait. Do I have 62 days of VIP? That doesn't make sense. Did they give everybody VIP, or did my friend gift me like 3 months without me realizing? I thought it was only a month. If so, then damn, dude, I gotta thank her when she gets back. She's on vacation at the moment. It's twitch.tv/FoxyLeia if you want to go give her a follow. Alright, Elite, if I have a pass. We'll do Corb... You're not Corb Cabin. Fomar Commander 2. Okay, I don't have any passes. I can fix that. First, let's see if I have any random boxes. Box. There we go. We got 2 Beltane mission selectors. I got 5 of these. I'll save those for Beltane missions. Mystery boxes. Here we go. Alright, like I said, this just clutters your inventory. I know it's hard to look at. I'll either let everything expire or use as much of it as I can somewhere down the road. These give you random rewards from the VIP goodie bags. So let's see if we got a Shadow Pass. I did get one. Looks like I only got 1 out of those 15. But still. That's enough. Actually, let me crunch a Shadow Crystal. I'm out of my Nightmare ones, but we'll use this one. Is there a reason why this one has a cross? Wait, is Finest or Premium better? Oh, Premium is way better, I think. Alright. Oh, bam, Fomar Commander 2. Yep. I can run a dungeon if this doesn't give me enough, I guess. But I will also pop one of my 4 times Ledekas. Because, I mean, they give you one every day just for logging in for a little while. And plus, dude, I have the free run boxes that also give 4 times combats out of them. They're only 30-minute ones, but, I mean, still. I have over 100 of those boxes. Alright, Puck, if you don't mind. And these, we're on Elite, yeah, we're on Elite, so we'll have the dolls out. Oh, I should turn that off, turn this on. Bam. I should probably slot on Bash, then, I reckon. Does this hit multiple targets? Yo! That's sick. I know the new NPCs are probably over at the Arcana Association room, right? So I can get the new Arcanas. But I kind of want to see, like... Well, let's see how long it'll take with all these Master Plan bonuses on to get those 4K levels that I need. And then maybe we can initiate the next tier of the Fly High event. Maybe. I do got, you know, quite a few rebirth pots. I'm sure maybe we'll be able to get some through Master Plan and the event as well. I'm already level 56. Insane. I guess I do have a 4 times Ledeca pot and the Master Plan 3 times active at the moment, so everything's a level up. Yo! Alright, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like Flashing Steel. Pretty badass, though. Makes me realize I gotta work on danning my skills, though. I don't think my smash isn't even danned yet. I gotta get around to that. Look, I was a casual player. I was under cumulative level 1,000 for nearly a decade. From when I started in 2009 to whenever I got my Arcana a year ago, 2 years ago, was when I finally decided to do Blonded and go over cumulative level 1K. Yo! And apparently you can increase the range of that based on Bash's range and the Link 8 or Link 9. The new Link 8 or Link 9 for Arcana. Not Arcana, but... Oh, whoops. I went to do Shattering into there. Specifically for Elemental Knight. By the way, not a fan of Explosive Vanguard. I think Burst Lancer was cooler. I think it's called something to that effect on KR. Explosive Vanguard. I don't know, it's like Alchemic Sharpshooter. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. Dude, that is badass. I'm gonna miss EK. So hopefully I enjoy the new one. I know this is ripping through my MP, but I'm leveling up so fast that it doesn't seem to matter. But in regular combat, I'm probably gonna have to pick my battles here. Or rather, ration out my use of Instill Elements. That's a little gnarly. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get MP back. Maybe slot Inspiration on here somewhere. That'll probably come in handy. Dude, that is so cool. It already had high mobility with Blazing Assault Slash, but to give it another mobility skill. Dude, give a mobility skill to Harmonic Saint and Alchemic Sharpshooter. They're already quite good as they are, but it's hard to go back. I don't know why my character was stuck running there. By the way, it's not going at like 10 frames a second, right? I have had a Mabinogi stream in the past where for some reason my frame rate was just horrendous. Hang on. Get my chat back up. I think it looks fine. It is a little choppy, but I mean, I'm running OBS and Mabinogi. It's not a super smooth experience. The damage is pretty good too on Flashing Steel. You know, I was worried I wouldn't hit level 60 by doing a Shadow mission, but I see that worry was for naught. Actually, is the 2 times reward... I feel like a little bit of a lag, maybe. Is the 2 times reward... I guess it won't let me pick. Does that include money? Could I run a ton of Shadow missions and get, you know, insane amounts of gold? Flashing Steel! Not enough to kill. It's fine, though. I'm already level 82, man. A wooden club. Nice. Oh, by the way, I have had insane luck with journeyman tools. I got my shield from rank 2 to rank 1 in like less than 30. From like less than 30 journeyman reforging tools. And then my staff in like less than 10 reforging tools. That's some Mondo luck right there. Also, is this shield not a beaut? I'm going for like a wooden look. You know, it might not look 100% accurate, but you can see in my PNG I made it in the bottom right. That's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going for like a druid, forest knight, forest guardian, what have you. Also, I'm already seeing a major flaw in my plan of streaming as soon as I woke up. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting real hungry. We might take a break at some point, but I mean, I'm in here for the long haul. Alright. Is there anything I need to check? Maybe I should start the other events as well. Talk to Fedlam near the grocery store. If you're going to do everything at once, you'll never get anywhere. Focus is the key. You can select which weekly/attendance quest. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot that there was a... I completely forgot. I'm glad I read that. There's a set of weekly quests depending on... Before it was depending on what trainer you would pick, but now that Master Plan is more open-ended and you pick the bonuses that you want, it's a better way of handling it, but I still preferred having all those different NPCs in town. Anyway, I now have to pick which weekly quests I want. Looks like you need to get... you need help. You need some help to get the most out of your training. I can lend you some things. Don't you find that serious training always ends up filling your bag with random junk? So I'd like to be able with some extra space. I already have the master plan thing, so... I saw that up there by the grocery store looking about a whole bunch of weapons, and they're like, why don't you go talk to her too? Inventory rental. Yeah, she already gave it to me, so... I already had the master plan inventory. In fact, I use that as like a dumping ground. Like, I have stuff in here that I didn't care about when the previous master plan ended, and I would just keep it hidden like this. So if I absolutely needed it, I could access it, but otherwise it was just there. Thank you, very cool. Oh, I once read that if you say your goal out loud, you're more likely to achieve it. I'm gonna focus on leveling this week. Level up 150 times, use 1 Baltaine mission crystal, defeat 200 monsters, complete your daily logins 5 times. Should I maybe get the new Arcana first? There's going to be some mission associated with it. I'm assuming we're going to have to do a good chunk of story. But then, while I'm doing the Baltaine stuff, I could be leveling up the new Arcana. You can then claim the following rewards. Baltaine Crystal, Combat 4 times, Forgetful Pot. No Rebirth Pot. That's a little lame. Extremely Refined Shadow Crystal. Yeah. Okay, what do... Let's go take a look at the association room. Or do I do that when I come back? I mean, that's 4K levels that could go to the Sacred Guardian Arcana. Alright, Leor. Welcome, Alexander. How might I be of assistance today? Promising Arcana candidates. We're always looking for potential candidates to make use of Arcana. Perhaps this is a good chance for you to dabble in them yourselves. I would like to know more about Sacred Guardian. Ah, it looks like you're more than worthy to walk the path of the Sacred Guardian. It just so happens that I've discovered someone whose skills are an excellent match for this Arcana as well. So how about it? Yes. Very well. I shall assist you in obtaining the Sacred Guardian Arcana talent, an endeavor in which I have no doubt you'll succeed. Okay. Aha! There you are, Alexander. I'm pleased to report that news of the Arcana Association's founding and research has already coursed its way through the kingdom, and we've been receiving a steady stream of news and hearsay related to our ongoing efforts here. It's gotten to the point where separating factual reports from flights of fancy is taking up a non-negligible portion of my days. Still, seeing such an enthusiastic public response to our work is a testament to Her Majesty's extraordinary prudence. As a matter of fact, there is. I called you here because we received a report I believe to be credible. This might surprise you, but it comes from none other than the Pontiff's court. According to the message I received, they claim to have found an individual they believe may possess the requisite qualities to join the association and would like to send them to us for an interview and examination. The letter was official, with the wax seal and everything, so I have no reason to doubt its authenticity. The details provided also give me reason to believe that it's well worth meeting this candidate. There is one thing that gives me pause, though. It's exceedingly clear that in making this overture, the Pontiff's court is signaling a willingness to collaborate with the monarchy, or so it would seem. I think we'd best tread carefully. But beyond that, the messenger they sent to deliver the letter said something that left me feeling a bit leery about the whole situation. It wasn't long ago, actually. I still remember it clearly. Oh, right, I forgot. I haven't had an event in a while, but they love their cutscenes nowadays. They love their camera work. Greetings, I am Leor of the Arcana Association. What brings you here today? Ah, so this is the prestigious Arcana Association. I've come on behalf of the Pontiff's Court with a letter from you from Sister Corentin. The Pontiff's Court? What could they possibly... I'm not privy to the exact contents of the message, but I believe it concerns a potential candidate for the association. Best of luck with that. Anyway, that concludes my business, so I'll see myself out. I have a few I can't believe it. We might finally get rid of that meddlesome knight. Our prayers have... Did somebody kill him off screen? Wasn't that the sound of like a stardust attack or like a water cannon? Uh-oh. I can't believe we finally might be rid of that meddlesome knight. Our prayers have reached the divine ear after all. Oh god, someone actually was attacking. Oh, I think that's the dude trying out the new Arcana. Do you think I'm overthinking things? It's just, what he said has been bothering me ever since, and I keep turning it over in my mind. You know full well how difficult it is to scout suitable candidates for membership in the Arcana Association. The extensive research, background verification, and interviewing process is so time and resource intensive that it feels like it ought to be a national undertaking. I want one of those dragons. And now, the Pontiff's Court seems to have identified at least one such person among their number, and not only are they sending a letter recommending this individual to an association under the direct authority of the Queen, they also actually seem excited about it. There's obviously some background to all this, which I'm not privy, and perhaps the messenger was simply glad to wash their hands of anything related to Arcana, but as the one who has been charged with the leadership of this association, I need to do my due diligence. For every candidate who makes it to the evaluation stage, I have to consider whether they've been upfront about their personal history. Oh, whether they possess the sorts of abilities we look for, but also establish whether they've been upfront with us about their personal history. In short, I need to ensure they're not hiding anything. To that end, I'd like to enlist your help, Alexander. The candidate is scheduled to visit us today for an interview and practical examination, and I'm expecting their arrival within the hour. Would you care for a cup of tea while we wait? Her Majesty recently sent over a package of premium leaves with a lovely aroma. You sit down to catch up with Leor as you enjoy a leisurely cup of tea, but no sooner have you leaned back and actually started to relax, you hear some sort of commotion out in the hall. Let me get my water. Hang on a sec. They're not as flowery with their dialogue as, say, Final Fantasy XIV, but there's still a lot to read in these newer events and stories. Oh, my back. Ah, Leor, there you are. At your service. Is anything the matter? Or is something the matter? Oh, I didn't realize you were here as well, Alexander. I'm truly sorry to interrupt, but I think you need to come see this. What exactly is going on? My mana's draining, that's what's going on. Oh shit, that's fine. I'll level up like instantly. Well, we have a visitor who's amassed a small crowd and is currently preaching to them. When we asked her what she was doing, she claimed she'd come as a guest of the Arcana Association. If she'd somehow gained entry to the castle grounds of her own accord, we would have escorted her out immediately, but since it appears she received an official invitation, the guards aren't sure how to handle the situation. We'd like you to come and verify whether she's truly a guest of yours, as she claims. We We are in fact expecting a guest today, a potential candidate for membership in the association. The problem is, I've never met them before, so I couldn't tell you whether this visitor is the person we've been waiting for. She surely has some reason for doing what she's doing, and the quickest way to figure that out is to go see for ourselves. At the very least, we should be able to assess whether this woman is indeed our candidate. Thank you. In truth, I was dreading having to tell her she was making a disturbance and had to leave. What if she's really turned out to be here on official business? What if she yelled at me? Having you along would help clear things up, so please follow me and we'll head there straight away. Did I misspeak, Jenko? She's preaching to a crowd, apparently. The servant quickly scurries out the door. Alright. She's a devout follower of Limelark. Damn, what outfit is that? Royal Brawler. That's pretty badass. Yes, I couldn't during the cutscene. All right. Thank you for your help. You won't need to go far to see our disruptive guest. I just need you to confirm whether they're actually here on behalf of the Arcana Association. If it turns out they're not, I'll summon the guards immediately. It sounds like this visitor is claiming to be a guest, but the only guest we're expecting is our Arcana candidate from the Pontiff's Court. It sounds like we'll have to go meet this woman ourselves to clear things up. Wacky music? You see that? Everyone's over there gawking instead of doing their work, and it's becoming more of a problem by the minute. Have you ever felt that life seems to offer little more than suffering? No doubt many of you shoulder pain and heartache you find difficult to share with others. But that's only to be expected. Such agony is a trial from on high, and only those who overcome it will be able to live the life they've longed for. Still, you needn't feel discouraged. I've come to impart to all a transcendent secret, capable of driving out sadness, pain, and agony that festers in your heart. You have but to believe in Limelark's love, and your life will be changed. Sis, do you think if I pray to Limelark, I'll finally be able to win the fashion contest? There you go with your flights of fancy again. Maybe I should get down on my knees and pray that you'll stop being such a picky eater when we have spaghetti for dinner. This is blasphemy. That is one of my favorite foods. Has been since I was a kid. In fact, I made some just yesterday. I love spaghetti. In fact, I'll probably make some today, even. Just to spite this ones and zeros in front of me. Hey, is it alright to allow proselytizing here in the castle? We have nobles staunchly loyal to the crown passing through here at all hours. Not sure. The guards at the gate let her through. Oh, if the guards at the gate let her through, I doubt she's here to stir up trouble. If the higher-ups want her gone, though, I expect we'll get orders to remove her from the premises eventually. What say you, Master Leor? All I need is your word that she's not a guest from the association, and I'll have the castle guards escort her out in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Goodness, it seems the guest I've been waiting for is rather unlike what I expected. Right? Wait here, I'll go call the... But, hold up, you're saying she is the guest invited? Apologies for the circumstances. When I extended the invitation, I hadn't anticipated things unfolding quite like this. You needn't trouble yourselves or the guards. I'll go escort her to the room myself. Okay, knock yourself out. No, you don't have enough bots to win that fashion contest. Is that how that works, Janko? Huh. Lady Eolar, I presume? There's no need to travel to a grand cathedral. Just visit your local chapel and spend time in prayer and meditation. Such acts of piety and contemplation do wonders to calm both mind and body. Ahem. Might you be Lady Eolar, here to be examined by the Arcana Association? Yes, I am she, but how is it you know me? Excellent. We're right at the scheduled time, so if you're ready, I'd be glad to show you to the Arcana Association's room. Oh my, and even when I left early to make sure I'd get here on time too. I'm truly sorry. I hope you understand. I couldn't simply walk past these good souls in need without telling them the boundless love of Limelark. Oh, I fully understand, but these people all have their own work to do, so it's best not to take up any more of their time. Besides, Alexander and I have been looking forward to meeting you. You have my apologies for keeping you waiting. Please, permit me to say just one more thing to everyone, won't you? Remember, morning mass is just after dawn, so early to bed, early to rise. I pray that the love of Limelark shine upon each of you, and that you be richly blessed. Phew, not sure how you did it, but I'm glad to see everyone's finally back to their work. I suppose I ought to do the same. Excuse me. Her armor's badass, actually. Alright, now that that's settled, what say we head to the association room? Follow me. I'll lead the way. Oh my, thank you. I love her design. I'm not like a zealot. I mean, I like Limalark. I like her holy waters. This lady looks awesome. But, you know, I'm not against it. Oh, sorry, our Zayla. Oh no, have I ruined the music permanently by going in there? I did. I'm gonna ignore that, Janko. Alright. Oh god, the lag. I bid you welcome, Lady Olar. I'm Leor, the head of the Arcana Association. Greetings, I'm Eolar, of the Temple Knights. This individual may need no introduction, but just in case, this is Alexander, a founding member of the Arcana Association. Oh, so you're Alexander. It's wonderful to finally meet you, especially after all the stories I've heard. I'd be glad to see you make some more regular visits to the Pontiff's Court. With so renowned a figure attending worship, I just know people would flock to the teachings of Limalark with renewed vigor. You're always welcome to attend any of the daily services. All you need to do is say the word, and I'd be glad to come personally escort you. How does that sound? Ahem. I doubt it has slipped your mind, Lady Eolar, but the purpose of your visit today is to assess your talents for potential membership in the Arcana Association. Of course. I received an official writ that I'd been selected to represent the Pontiff's Court in an undertaking of great importance to our kingdom, a special initiative backed by the Queen herself. If you do decide to extend your invitation to me, I'd be happy to work alongside you and set a positive example as a representative of the Church. That said, my foremost mission is, and will ever be, to spread the love of Limalark wherever I can. I hope that's alright. Well, for the sake of expediency, could I ask you to perhaps hold off on that until after your interview and exams are finished? With all matters Alexander has to attend to, their time is quite valuable, so I'd like to get started. Oh, by all means. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble. Here's my official letter of recommendation from the Pontiff's Court, and a small introduction I wrote. Take a sip of water here. Gonna ignore that too, Jenko. Thank you. You know, the original letter we received from the Pontiff's Court spoke quite positively of you. It said that your outstanding talent has been made you a well-known figure there. Oh, did it really? It did indeed. Did you have anything to say about that assessment? 1 second. Let me check OBS. We look good. Not having any music's bothering me a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, I didn't realize they thought so highly of me. No one's ever actually told me anything about like that personally. Wait, will saying that count against me in my evaluation? You needn't worry about that. When they manifest naturally, Arcana talents are often mistaken for variations of normal talents. That's especially true if the bearer doesn't find a use for them that causes their unique attributes to manifest more clearly. The Arcana Association exists to discover such talents, find individuals that may possess them, and study how best to utilize and strengthen each. Did I read that right? Okay, I did. In fact, Alexander here has been instrumental in our research on advanced developments of the talents we've discovered thus far. That's good to hear. I've always considered myself rather ordinary, so when I was told to present myself to the Arcana Association to be evaluated for some special talent, I was admittedly a bit confused. If you give me a moment, I'd like to review the documents you brought with you. Well, everything seems to check out, for the most part. I just have a few questions, if I may. Of course, ask me anything. You wrote here in your self-introduction that your father was a major influence on your decision to become a knight. Is he a knight as well? No, actually. A strong man, yes, and a great one, but he never ended up entering the knighthood. I know he aspired to be one when he was younger, but his life never ended up going in that direction. I'm sure he must be proud of you, achieving the dream he wasn't able to realize. Well, he actually passed away when I was still young. Same. So he never got to see me become a full-fledged knight. I like to imagine that, if he were still with us, he'd be pleased with the person I'd become, though. Ah, I see. I merely asked in case it turned out that he was a knight who had served in the kingdom's forces. I'm required to note that in official documentation if any member of a candidate's family has ever held a position in service of the crown. Anyway, on to the next question. You couldn't say like, oh, my condolences. A little awkward there, Leor. Anyway, on to the next question. It says here that you spent your entire youth training with the Temple Knights. Can you expound on that a bit? Yes, that's correct. I trained for years to learn everything I need to carry out my duties faithfully as a Temple Knight. One day, there was a priest who came to observe our training, and he apparently thought so highly of me that I was immediately recruited to serve as a guard at the Pontiff's court. I don't know if it was the guiding hand of Limelark that opened that door for me, but I believe it to be so. If you spent your youth training with the Temple Knights, what did your mother think of that? I'm sure she missed having you around. My mother also passed away before I joined the Knights. Once I lost my parents, I had no one else, so I just lived alone. Well, I can't say same there, thankfully. I still have my mom. If you need to know more about my living situation, I'm unmarried and still live by myself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It says in your introduction that you were very close with your parents, but there was no further explanation, so I was hoping to learn a bit more. It wasn't my intent to pry into your private life. It's alright. Can you be married if you work for the church? I feel like they usually have a... Well, I guess it depends on the church, I guess. I guess that's not a thing with Christianity or Catholicism. Anyway. Or what's it called? Not chastity. Celibacy? Celibacy, I believe. It's alright. This tends to come up whenever someone asks me about my family. It all happened when I was young, so I simply look at it as part of my past. Even so, I doubt it's a topic you want to dwell on. Still, you have my thanks for being forthcoming with the details. Now, my next question is... Actually, let me confer with Alexander for a moment, if you would. I've been trying to focus on all of the places where there seemed to be suspicious lack of detail in our documents, hoping to perhaps reveal the intentions of the Pontiff's court, but whatever dots there may be, I confess I'm having difficulty connecting them. I feel as though every question I ask is just backfiring on me, like every time I strike a match for a little illumination, I somehow light the fuse of another bomb. At this point, I almost dread making any further inquiries. If she anticipated my suspicions and carefully constructed everything in her documentation to account for it, we may be dealing with someone truly dangerous here. Leor. Like, I know you work for the Crown, so you gotta vet people properly, but come on, man. And yet, in spite of my apprehensions, I have no intention of sending a potential Arcana candidate away, given how difficult it is to find credible leads. The core of our mission remains as it ever has been, to learn about Arcana and explore the untapped possibilities. To that end, I'd like to summarily wrap up the interview phase and move along to the practical examination. Your presence here would, as always, be most welcoming. Did I not pass? Should I go home now? I mean, I did brace myself for that possibility before I came today, so if that's the case, you need not soften the blow. Oh no, that's not the case at all. We were just going over your documents and discussing how to proceed. The way this usually goes is that we'll conduct an interview to get a better sense of a candidate's background and personality, and after that, administer a practical examination to evaluate whether their skills align with Arcana. However, since you've brought all the prerequisite documentation and a letter of recommendation from the Pontiff's court, I feel comfortable concluding the interview phase for now and moving right along to the practical exam. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I was beginning to worry I may have answered one of those questions wrong. No, your answers were all fine. Anyway, we hold the practical exam outside on the castle grounds, so come with me and I'll show you the testing area. Right this way, Lady Olar. You too, Alexander, unless there's something else you need to take care of first. I let the guards know we'd be doing another one of these trials out by the garden hedge today. Hopefully no one comes running in if they see something on fire. Was that an incident that happened with Koena? Now, Lady Olar, allow me to give a brief explanation. We've set up a wooden training dummy here for the purpose of this exam. We'd like you to demonstrate any skills you may have developed on this dummy, then walk us through how each skill works and what it's capable of doing. Alexander and I will be evaluating whether the skills you show us exhibit the intertwining of disciplines that serves as the foundation of all known Arcana talents. Ah, so this is how you administer your examination. Well, one of my main abilities is drawing the attention of a large number of enemies. That's going to be a bit difficult to show you with a training dummy. I wonder if her background is going to be kind of like, for some reason they think their tank is useless and they kick her out of the party. There's a lot of There's a lot of manga and novels and webtoons that are like that. Oh, who needs a tank? The hero party is strong enough without him. So they kick him out, and then they get their asses whooped. I wonder if the church is going to come crawling back, being like, oh, actually, we need her. I know we wanted to get her off of our hands, but we need her. That would be kind of funny. Well, okay, yeah. That's going to be a bit difficult to show you with a training dummy. You draw enemies' attention? Yes, that's right. My ability makes hostile forces within a certain range unable to focus on anyone but me. As you might imagine, there's a seldom ever any chance for such a skill in my day-to-day duties patrolling the grounds of the Pontiff's Court. However, it's come quite in handy when I'm dispatched with a squad of knights. They're free to rescue anyone in danger or focus on our objectives without needing to worry about being ambushed by beasts or bandits or whatever we're dealing with. Again, I'm getting the feeling they're like, who needs a tank? She's just a waste of space. You're welcome here, Eolar. I can honestly say I have never heard of a skill that accomplishes such a feat. Have you ever heard of golems with taunt? Leor, you should brush up on your alchemy, good sir. Anyway, but after hearing your explanation, I understand why your name was submitted to our association as a potential candidate. Now, I'm just left with one conundrum. How can we prepare to evaluate such an ability? Or properly? Could you give me a few minutes? I'm trying to think of some ways you'd be able to demonstrate such an ability to us. Are you a knight? We need help. What? Oh, is something happening? It's rats! A whole swarm of them! It's alright, just calm down and explain. I was going down to the cellars to fetch a few sacks of potatoes and was met by a horde of rats staring back at me from the darkened corners with their beady eyes. They ran me out of there, and they're still hot on my heels. Can you fend them off? I think you might have better luck asking the guards. It's too risky. If anyone discovered dead rats in the palace, I worry Gluvius would blow his top. Please, you gotta help me. You need not worry, friend. Limelark is watching over you. It must have been her guidance that led you here, just as I was hoping for a way to demonstrate my abilities. If this isn't divine providence, I don't know what is. Fear not. I'll lead your swarm of rats outside the castle in the meantime. I'm sure Limelark would love to hear a heartfelt prayer of supplication from you. You will? I'm not sure how, but I'll pray or grovel or whatever you want, lady. Just get those rats out of here. Use the Sacred Guardian skills to draw the rats' attention and lead them to the designated location. That's a lot. That's a lot. What the hell? What the heck? What is happening? What are these stats? Can I keep these outside of the... I'm just gonna get close. That's way more than I was... Can I keep those outside of the shadow mission? Huh. Alright. Let's see. Pledge of Penance. Pledge radius, 7.5 meters plus 1 centimeter for every 2 protection. Okay, you need a lot of prot. Pledge duration, 20 seconds. Deals a single hit with damage equal up to 1,000 of your base cumulative defense. Continuously applies Unbreakable Pledge to enemies within that circle. Effect radius, 20 meters. Interesting. Applies Unbreakable Pledge to enemies within the effect radius for 5 seconds. Enemies affected by Unbreakable Pledge will only target the caster. This targeting cannot be changed by other skills. Grants the caster the Pledge Keeper status for 25 seconds while active. The Pledge Keeper grants immunity to stuns, knockback, and removes negative status effects such as bleeding, curse. I don't even know what curse is, actually. Dazed, stunned, poisoned, and petrification from the caster. 10 second cooldown! Damn! Wait, doesn't that mean you can have permanent uptime? If it's 10-second cooldown and you can... and it lasts for 20 seconds? Provoke. 7.5 meters. Range equal to the Pledge of Penance's effect radius. Okay. Provocation duration 5 seconds. Deals a single hit with damage equal to 1,000 of your base cumulative defense. Alright. That's not a bad distance. Ah, crap. Oh, we'll get some of these over. You can proc that as, Oh, you know what? Hang on. Final hit! Am I supposed to kill these? Or is it just... It might just be lead all the rats, actually. They're annoyingly kind of far out, though. Okay. Want to keep procking that. Alright. Right this way, fellas. Yeah, okay. BAM! I should probably slot some skills on. Hang on. I know you're whacking the hell out of me, but let me get my WM up. Let me get defense. Let me get charge. Let me get... bash, I guess. Bash on 5. Back on me, fellas. Thank you. Okay, I wasn't sure how to feel about that skill on the previews, but it has some oomph to it. I like it. And look, I know I'm getting mollywopped here, but where's Smash? There we go. Ha! Okay, that does damage too. So it does have some AoE to it. That's what I was worried about, honestly. This is a little comical to look at, but I'm fucking invincible! That's an MGR reference. Sundowner specifically. This is an attack too, so I may as well, yeah. $10 on Mark of Penance. Pledge of Penance. This is an AoE, so I may as well. But you can't seem to spam bash as much as I remember. Maybe one of the changes. Alright, I wasn't sure how to feel about this, but if I can get good damage on that, I'm happy. Huh! There's a lot of rats, man. You tell me all these were in the castle. Dude, you gotta, like, review all of your food now. Probably even throw it out if you have this bad of an infestation. What's the cooldown on this one? 12 seconds. That leaves a little to be desired. I feel like I should be able to spam that more. So when things like get unaggroed off of me, because the aggro only, or the taunt only lasts for 5 seconds. Maybe that'll get better with the link bonuses. I would hope so. Because I'm more than likely going to use my all the crests they gave us on the link for this one. What was that? Wait, what was that? Bash moves you now? Holy! Okay, that's awesome. Oh, my Mark of Penance actually ran out. Pledge of Penance. You can activate it while you're getting knocked back, which is nice. Okay, I need to use Bash then, dude. Nice. I didn't know she used the hammer. Would prefer an axe, maybe, myself. Oh, actually, they're still spawning over here. Let's draw everyone over. Look at me! I actually am starting to take some damage. The ones are starting to stack up. There's a lot of these, but I assume they're doing this to showcase what the... Actually give you a good feel for what the talent can do. And I will admit, I do feel invincible. I should probably stop using Smash. It didn't proc defense, which is kind of nice. Wow, that's some gnarly windmill range. keep wanting to windmill smash, but that's knocking them away. That's cool. I don't have any of the other skills, right? I think you do shadow missions to show the skills like piecemeal as you unlock the Arcana. I don't even have to tab for it. Am I doing something wrong? I feel like this should have ended a little while ago. The damage does leave a bit to be desired, but if I'm conversely invincible, then I'll make do. I will say it does have a bit of a long cooldown. Or not cooldown, but like wind down, like wind up, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, like, 3-4 seconds. But it's an AoE and it gives you a good buff. And what's the numbers on it, damage-wise? Do I have any other AoE attacks? Oh, Rage Impact! That's gonna help. Ha! I forget, is it the next hit or is it while they're debuffed? I think it's while they're debuffed now. I like that you don't lose all your bash stacks immediately. Why are they taunting me with gold drops? Do they maybe want me to kill all of them at once? Ha! Literal swarm of rats, man. There's like this is Vermintide levels of rats right now. I'll save my Rage Impact for when I get my skills back. We're on now. I get the point, man. There's a lot of rats, but come on. I wonder how this works. I guess you can make... Because some enemies don't multi-aggro, right? My god. Fire whoever... You gotta fire like the chef or something, man. Or whoever's in charge of the cellar. Am I doing something wrong? What are they saying? Stop running and do something. What was that? It was a Limelark. Oh, I am doing something wrong! That makes perfect sense! Something was like, alright, I get it, man. Right this way, fellas. Alright, fellas. I didn't think they'd have me kite this entire pack of them. Alright, well, I wasted like 5 minutes there. Phew, thank you so much. Now I don't have to worry about whatever that said. You really did it. I can't find a single trace of a rat anywhere. Limelark would be praised. You really saved my bacon. If Gluius found out about this, he'd have removed me from the castle by catapult. This is surely the great mercy of Limelark, who heard your earnest pleas and preserved your livelihood. Thank you so much. It took me years to work my way up to my position in the castle's kitchen. I was terrified at the thought of losing it all in an instant.
From now on, I'll be dutiful in my tithing to the Pontiff's court, and make it a point to attend worship regularly. Thank you so much, brave knight. That's wonderful to hear. If you faithfully attend morning mass and join the choir, I'll have every confidence you'll be cherished by Limelark, and by all your brothers and sisters of the church. I'll keep that in mind, but for now, I've got to get back to the kitchen before Bluya suspects anything. When this cutscene first started, I thought a chef that went crazy was going to attack us with a ladle, the way he's holding it like a sword. You've scarcely been here an hour, and it seems you've already managed to rekindle the faith of someone here in the castle. Truly wonderful, isn't it? But spreading the words of Limelark isn't limited to any one time or place. I stand ready to share her love with the world whenever the opportunity presents itself. Yes, I can see that quite clearly. I've also now had the opportunity to witness a clear demonstration of the skills you spoke of, Lady Eolar. During my research prior to the founding of the association, I read about and personally observed a wide variety of skills. However, this is the first I've ever seen of a skill capable of doing what you just did. I think that ability you've demonstrated today is more than enough to be regarded as the basis of an Arcana talent. And with that, I'd say you've passed the practical segment of your assessment. Excellent work, Lady Eolar. Congratulations. An unorthodox opportunity. Can I stop talking to him? I want to take a picture of her. That about wraps up the practical exam. Well done, Lady Eolar. Things happened to fall in place quite nicely this time, but this incident made me realize we ought to be tailoring our practical examinations to better suit the applicant's skills. As soon as we've got your registration all sorted out, I'll start exploring how we can improve our interview and examination process. Oh, does that mean I passed? It does indeed. Your credentials and background checkout and the skills you've demonstrated during the exam show all the hallmarks of an Arcana talent. That's one thing I'd like to ask you about before we get to all that, though. Or there's one thing I'd like to ask you about. Do you recall how you first awakened to your Arcana talent? Was there some specific moment or catalyst? Studying how and why Arcana talents form naturally in certain individuals is an important part of the research we do here, so we'd be glad to hear anything you remember. No detail is too minor. Oh, I see. Is there something about those circumstances you're uncomfortable sharing with others? Oh, it's not that, it's just I wasn't really sure how to put it into words. Even now, years later, it's difficult to describe in detail exactly what happened. Rather than having me explain, you might as well get clearer pictures from this bracelet. It was a gift from my father, and I was wearing it on the day I first awakened to these powers. I don't know if it's due to what happened, but it possesses a peculiar ability. If you clasp the bracelet, close your eyes, and focus your senses on it, you can relive the events of that day. It's almost as though my memories were engraved into it. I'd prefer not to see them again, but the two of you should be able to. Hopefully seeing it for yourself will answer your question. You receive an old, worn bracelet from Eolar, who explained that you can use it to see the vision of the incident that first caused her Arcana to manifest. Clutch it tightly in your hand and select Use to witness the formative moment. Before that, yeah, I'm taking a picture of her. Don't at me. Okay. Oh, that was a nice one. That is a nice one, actually. Oh, Astral imprinting, right? Yeah. I'm not getting rid of these pictures of Lula. Look, it's a rare enemy, I don't care about it. Although that is a nice photo. You can clearly see it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I forget who this was. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forget who this is. I think it's an event NPC, but I don't remember who. I'll get rid of this Fern one, because I already have, one of each. These are NPCs we're, unfortunately, never gonna see again. I would love it if Lula would show up again, but the way that the ending of that anniversary event ended, probably not. It's a good thing there's not an archive of that, because I did cry while reading the dialogue on stream. Not ashamed to admit it. And these are all fantastic pictures of Lula that I don't want to get rid of, so I don't even know what this is. Delete this one. This one. I like the side profile better. Although this is nice too. And we'll get rid of this front one. There. Alright. What if she doesn't what if she has a different idle animation? Oh, whoops. I didn't think that would cancel it. Oh, you can stop it momentarily. That's cool. What if she changes idle animations after getting unlocked in the association room? That's not bad either, but I like that first one better. Something wrong with my sensitivity, man. Hold that. Let's take a look. If she hasn't changed animations yet. Hang on, hold that. Yolar. No! That's fine. It's a good picture. I would have liked maybe like a bit of background behind her. But that's fine. Or like a bit of empty space back there for a background. Okay, I imagine this is going to be hard to watch. But we got it. Yolar's keepsake bracelet. A bracelet Yolar wears everywhere she goes. She says it was a gift from her father, who was a devoted follower of the Order of Limalark. It's clean and polished, but the emblem is worn down, as if it has been touched from... as if it was from being touched countless times over the course of many years. Beneath the symbol of Limalark, you see another emblem, one you seem to recall having briefly seen in the past. Alright. I think I recognize that outfit. Wasn't that a Doki Doki Island one? Like the female version of Candy Pop? Oh, the sun's almost set. I didn't realize it was so late already. Mom and Dad said the ground here isn't stable because of all the rain we've had. I should get home before they start worrying. Ah, landslide! Oof. Dad, are you there? Mom, I can't move. Where are you? This is no time to cry. I have to save them. I didn't know they were nearby. I guess that would make sense. What's happening to me? This feeling. There's no time to waste. Mom and Dad are waiting for me. This is the Black Mask theme, so you know it's not going to go well. If that's all we get, that okay. All right, they could have drawn that out, or they could have stretched that out just to extend the. Hang on. Extend the suffering, but I'm glad they didn't. Bam, got it. Did you see all of it? What happened that day? On that day, when the landslide struck, it was my earnest desire to save my mother and father that awakened something in me. Back then, I believed it to be a miracle, born of my fervent prayers and will to have the strength to save everyone. That's when I gained the physical strength I've had ever since, strength enough to move boulders, and it was that strength that helped me save the people of the town. But in the end, I wasn't able to save my parents. Whenever I remember that day, I always think, if only I'd been stronger. If only I'd been able to better use my abilities I'd been given. I've read records here in the castle about emergencies that have arisen in all corners of the continent due to landslides. There was a big one that happened near Dunbarton a few years ago. It made such a mess that they had to close the road down entirely for a while. I also recall reading that there was a major landslide in the vicinity of Tara, but there was only a single line mentioning the cause was heavy rainfall. I had no idea whole towns could be. I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you. I truly appreciate your willingness to share such a personal memory with us. Here, your bracelet. We have to do this kind of background check for everyone, though I apologize for not being more specific in phrasing my questions. I feel as though I forced you to recall unpleasant memories. Oh, please don't feel guilty over it. As a longtime guard, I fully understand the need for proper security clearances. It's just that it's been so long that since I spoke with anyone about this. I suppose remembering it just brought all those feelings rushing back. Still, it's all in the past now. Nothing I do will change that. But it will be alright. I've been reborn in the love of Limelark. I can't read! Let me drink some more water. Let me double check OBS as well, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, good. Thank you for your understanding. I think that about wraps up our examination, so why don't we reconvene in the association room? We can discuss your results and get the registration process started. Would you mind staying a while longer, Alexander? I need someone to notarize Lady Eolar's official membership paperwork. It appears the tensions between Leor and Eolar have finally begun to abate. You join the two for a walk back to the Arcana Association room. Thank you for warping me back. Jesus, why are people blindingly bright sometimes? Allow me to thank you for your earnest efforts today, Lady Eolar. Not only did you supply every document we might have needed, you comported yourself well in the practical exam. Your identity has been established by the letter from the Pontiff's Court, so if you'd like, we can start your membership registration without delay. That sounds perfect. I'd like to sign up now then. Alright, let me just make sure all the paperwork is in order. If you could stick around a little longer and help me get these filled out, it would be much appreciated. Don't worry, it shouldn't take too much extra time. Okay, shall I start with this one? While Eolar is looking over the pile of forms set before her, Leor comes over to quietly speak with you. I still have questions I'd like answers to at some point, but there's no denying that her power is that of an Arcana. For now, I think the best call is having her join the association. At least here we can keep an eye on her. If the Pontiff's Court sent her here as part of some grander scheme, I'm confident we'll catch wind of their true intentions sooner or later. I thought we were cool with the main guy at the Pontiff's Court, the dude that sits outside. Although, albeit I haven't really done the story past, Sword of the Gods? G12? I'm currently like a third through G12 at the moment. Let's see. Still, this development calls for caution, and I intend to investigate it from every angle. The last thing I want is to see the Queen caught in the crossfire of some struggle between the monarchists and supporters of the Church. I'll observe for now, but in the future, I may require your help with that, Alexander. Am I filling this out correctly? Let's have a look. Yes, everything appears to be in order here. As an official member, you're free to use the Arcana Association room. This zoom out is significantly less impactful with a ton of people on my screen. As you like. However, I feel compelled to ask you to refrain from gathering audiences or proselytizing while on castle grounds. As you may be aware, there are a number of individuals serving in the castle who have a decidedly negative view of anything related to the Pontiff's Court. Now that you're a member of a royal association, Lady Eolar, your words and deeds reflect on the crown. The long and short of it, we're expected to do our best to avoid causing trouble for the Queen. I admit it's a bit disappointing to hear. Still, I'm allowed to share the words of Limelark in private conversation, right? Even here in the castle, people are permitted to speak convivially. That's a new word for me. Let me look that up. Define convivially.
Convivially.
Of an atmosphere or event, friendly, lively, and enjoyable, a convivial cocktail party. Of a person, cheerful, individual, jovial. She was relaxed and convivial. I've never heard that word in my life. That's a nice one, though. I like that. I admit it's a bit disappointing to hear. Still, I'm allowed to share the words of Limelark in private conversation, right? Even here in the castle, people are permitted to speak convivially with one another about whatever they may choose, I presume. I won't stop you from doing it, but let's try to avoid any more incidents like today. Having a guard knocking at our door asking me to come collect you is less than ideal. Of course. Oh, and you needn't call me Lady Eolar. Just Eolar is fine. After all, we'll be working hand in hand from this day forward. Eolar has joined the Arcana Association. Together, you can delve deeper into the Sacred Guardian Arcana talent, of which she has proven a paragon. A lamb in the arms of God. That name goes crazy. Does that mean I have it unlocked? Excuse me, everyone. No, not yet. What's next? The heightened vigilance promises to be a tiring matter. I'm already imagining the extra work a lot on top of everything else I need to get done. Still, I promise you I won't neglect on my duties and responsibilities to the association. Oh, Eolar's probably somewhere in this room now, right? Because we have Loisnich, Rowan, Eochade, Coena. Where is... Oh, can I... I want to swap to, like, Channel 10. I can't see anything. Coena... Rowan... Didn't we see Eolar? Am I blind? I'm still EK. Eolar is in here somewhere. I just need to parse it from everything. Unless now I have to talk to Leor again. Homeboy looks like he has a quest indicator with that god ray on him. Okay. Oh, right, there's an Arcana tab, no? Aha. A lamb in the arms of God. Hey, wow, that was really easy. I remember Coena's taking a little bit longer, I think. Like, maybe there was 2 cutscenes where you have to use her skills. And Rowan, and Eochade, I think, was pretty simple, too. Rend Armor. Pledge of Penance. Oh, I don't start with the taunt. Yikes. Damn, strength. And damn, stats. I'll take them. Also, out of my way. I'll get Explosive Lancer another day. This is what I'm here for. Alright, I'm now a Sacred Guardian. I need to make a... I haven't done this yet because I didn't know what skills I was going to get. I need to make a skill hotbar for this. And go somewhere maybe less laggy over here. Okay, Sacred Guardian. Pledge of Penance seems important. That seems important. Definitely is important. I kind of want to have that on one of the... on one of these. Yeah, in fact, I think I'll have it here. Pledge of Penance on F1 seems fine. Nice. Rend Armor. This seems like my bread and butter, right? Rend Armor. Deals damage equal to 200% of Windmill's damage plus 500% of the sum of base damage and base cumulative defense. Enemies hit are inflicted with broken armor for 60 seconds. Wow. Max broken armor stacks 1. Each stack of broken armor reduces defense/magic defense by 8 and protection/magic protection by 8. Oh, by 3. For 2 seconds after casting, reduces incoming damage by 90%. Grants immunity to some negative effects applied by bosses and resets cooldowns upon taking a hit. Can I parry a nuke? Oh, it needs a target. It needs a target. Okay. That's a little less interesting, but that's fine. Okay, let's go do an order run. Do I have a dark green dye? I have flashy dyes. I don't want flashy dyes, though. I want this, but not for pet. Okay. Alright. I don't know what talent title does. How do I see that again? This gives 90 strength. Wow. I'll have that on then. And then max damage, sure. I'll keep it like that then. I am a Sacred Guardian now. And again, I'm going for like a Druid Knight. Well, you can tell by my reactive over there. I do have my two-handed sword still. I want to do some burst damage. Okay, I need a target for that. Then let's put some other... maybe it's just because there's a ton of people playing. This is a big update, but I have been noticing a little bit of a lag between actions. This is... Back when I first started playing, this is the way that they would teach you. The skills in order, you learn Smash, then you learn Defense, Windmill, and Counterattack. So that's the way that I've gotten used to it. What do I have on slot 1? I'm probably not going to use... I mean, I could have a Guard Cylinder with this, right? How would that look? Oh, you cannot Guard Cylinder! Huh. I guess that's fine. You can't Guard Cylinder with Sacred Guardian. Yeah, you saw that lag? I clicked to put it down and then I still had the icon. It's fine, there's a lot of people playing. It's a big update. I like having my charge on too. I think I want a bash for the dash. I guess having that on 5 would be fine. Wait, what? Oh, whoops. That's my EK lineup. Ah, what have I done? Wait, is this right? I don't remember what I used to have on here. No, that's number 2. Yeah, you only have 2 of those. Well, I can't put the EK skill back on. That's fine. I'll do that later. Okay, I think we have bash on, I guess, 6. Maybe regular Assault Slash? Or maybe that's a waste of time. How about on there? What else do I need? I guess for now, I mean, I'll learn other Sacred Guardian skills. Speaking of which, let's go learn some right now. Do I rebirth? Nah, that would be a waste. I should know where to run. Do I have any on me at the moment? Get this glass out of here. Nowhere to run. No. But what Baltaine boxes do I got? I got 3 Baltaine boxes. And I have 1 Baltaine mission box. And I have these dungeon slash SM slash Baltaine elite pass selection boxes. And I'll be running all of these. And I should have more on the way, actually, because I haven't redeemed my lists. Let's just get that out of the way now. I didn't realize I've been online for 2 hours already. Okay. Where does this take me? Let's warp over to Dundee. Not that it matters, I guess. But I am gonna have to hit up Luis over here for the... Let me turn in the pinata. The paper mache scrap I got. I haven't spent my coins in a while, but I already bought the one-ofs. Oh, that gives 30k EXP? Dang! I guess that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things nowadays. Alright, I need a darker green dye to dye this sword. And eventually I intend to use a Royal Knight Crystal Sword appearance scroll on a one-handed sword I invest, you know, time and money into. And then I plan on making the wings green, and I hope it looks like leaves. Or I could just stick with blonde, I guess. We'll see. That's the idea, anyway. This one's definitely set. Although I regret doing the colors this way. I wish the darker green was the handle and the lighter green were the leaves. I can just get my hands on more dyes eventually, though, so it's fine. They've been giving us DIY dye kits once a week anyway. And it lasts for a while, dude. They're so generous. They're so generous right now. I do have another windswept forest spirit liqueur for when I get a one-handed sword spirit weapon, which again I will be using the level 100 spirit weapon skip item they gave us on that. Alright. The music here is phenomenal. Avalon Gate. Okay, do I have Beltane crystals to munch on? No, but I do have like 50 pans goodie bags. 62 even. My problem is I don't have gold, so I don't really have a way of getting Beltane crystals again, but do I even need the Beltane crystals with all the crazy amount of stuff they're giving us? In fact, do I have any EXP 4-timers? 4-timesers? I have 2 that I got from the free run boxes. I'll put that over here. What is this? Additional entry. I don't need those. Oh, and I have multiple Ladeca 4 times. Alright, time to level up a bunch. Damn, I got 3 of them. I love the music here so much. In fact, I pull it up on the regular when I'm reading my novels and stuff. Alright, so this gives me extra proc and defense. I turned Raikiru here. This is the second pet I ever got. He is 15 years old in real years. He is 801 years past 25, which when I did the basic math, it was 15 years in real life time, not Aaron time. I intend to use them. I intend to rebirth them at some point, so we're not going to see this number anymore. But when I rebirth them, while they're still... As they get older, the defense you get from using them becomes 1 and 1. 1 prot, 1 defense. But when they're freshly rebirthed or freshly made, then it's 2 and 2. And one of the skills over here seems to work based on how much protection you have. Is it rend armor? Plus the same... Okay. Deals damage equal to 200% of windmill's damage plus 500% of the sum of base damage and of base cumulative defense. Enemies hit are inflicted with broken armor. No, those are broken armor stacks. Then I don't have the skill yet. But it seemed... It scaled based on... I can't think... It scaled better based on your protection. So I don't actually have the pass yet. Give me 1 second, Shuan. I mean, just gotta use them, right? Nowhere to run. I'm not sure how many times I'll need to run this, but I can make lunch in an hour or 2, so I'm good. These are speech bubble boxes. Get destroyed. I don't need the additional entry either. Honestly, neither of these Ravi Phantasm boxes, but you can't drop them is the thing. That's annoying. I'll just leave them there, I guess. Alright. I feel like my whole... And plus, I really like how these wings look with my aesthetic I got going on here. Oh, that's some lag. Okay, I might resort to spamming fireballs to speed this up. Let's see, do I have the Ladeca 4 times on? I do not. Then let me use the one with the least amount of expiration date left. Oh wait, aren't these expiring like super soon? 1 day, 18 hours. I can use that later. My Hirsan guaranteed letters. Okay. Did I launch on my Beltane crystal? I don't think I did. Look, I'm not used to the bar. I'm not used to the search thing. persisting when I close my inventory, so I keep closing it for some reason. Beltane. There we go. The crunch on this for 3 times the experience in Beltane missions. We have 3 times the combat EXP from Master Plan. Oh, they give us one. Huh. Well, I already munched on my Ledeca. There's no way that 4 times stacks with the Ledecas, right? That would be preposterous. Yeah. Okay. I didn't need to use the Ledeca, but it's fine. Alright, Shuan. Nowhere to run. I've been doing a lot of scrimmage for the gold. Okay, I think I want to... Hang on. Okay, let's put... I'm gonna swap these out with Sacred Guardian skills eventually, but for now, let's put Fireball and... What did I have that on? I guess... Fireball on 0. Fireball on 0, Snapcast on 11, and Inspiration on 12. Again, this little hybrid thing I have going on here is just for, to spam Fireball. Because I doubt with one skill I'll be doing too much, you know, too much work. And I don't have Blazing Assault Slash, you know, whatever, just get on with it. Okay, let's go. Okay, instead of my two-handed sword, I'll use my staff. I'll turn on Spellwalk, and let's try out the new skills. Oh, and of course, that's not a bad AoE. I was hoping it would be a bit bigger, but maybe as you rank up the skill. I don't have Dauntless Defense anymore. I was immediately crouching on that. Damn! I hate when your character keeps walking while you're inputting the skill. Are these guys faster than they normally are? These guys feel quite fast. Oh, and how could I forget? Like my main bread and butter. Okay. Dude, having the Rend Armor skill on such a low cooldown is nice. And I'm immune to knockback. Dude, this is awesome. Okay, I can still get smashed. Unless my buff had run out by then. Oh, right now it's only 15 seconds. I think it goes up to 20 later on, so I should be using that whenever it's off cooldown. You cannot walk while using Rend Armor. Good to know. You can aim it with control, though, which is awesome. Bro, I think I'm gonna have to like turn down some settings. It's my frames. Quite nice. Did I learn any new skills? Deliver Judgment and Provoke. We'll have Provoke on F3. Provoke on F3, and I don't know what Deliver Judgment is. If it's an attack, I have that on 7. I'm glad that does enough damage to kill. I was going to be very disappointed if it somehow did not. Ha! I know I could just be spamming fireballs right now to make this go by quicker, but I'm trying out the new Arcana. Of course, you show up right as my buff ran out. You jerk. Deliver Judgment! Okay. Damage leaves a little to be desired, but I don't mind so far. I mean, it is a tank class. Having so many AoEs is nice. So I'll have to read more about this when I'm not in a ball chaining mission. Ha! I hit both of them? No. Gotta get a better hang for the exact AoE of that. Get those from afar. I'm taunting them, but they're dead. Damn! That was kind of nice, actually. Look at me. Alright. The fact that that's... Wait, that comes back instantly? No, it doesn't always come back instantly, so there's some kind of mechanic making that come back faster. Again, I don't have time to read the skill descriptions while we're in here. What are you doing using windmill when you got all these new skills? You're right. Dude, not having knockback is so nice. I think I am gonna burn the crests on Sacred Guardian. It's based on windmill's damage too. Ah! Ardent Advance. This damage equal to charge. Let's try it out. Whoops, I didn't have my thing up. There we go. It is a movement skill though, I like that. It's not based on a target, it's point and click. Or no, that's not the word for it. It's like one of the chain slash skills. Does it hit everybody in the line? No, it hits people where it ends. It's less of a charge and more of a warp, actually. Waste. We're hitting one target. Oops. Range on Provoke's not bad. So everybody that's in that vicinity, not by, it's like not a huge AoE. It looks like. I like it though. Oh, that's just regular charge. Oops. What is this? Oh, when did I put Provoke on there? Whoops. I mean, I guess I don't need defense when I have Pledge of Penance up. Alright, I think I am gonna Fireball spam now. Just for the sake of getting out of here faster. Also, if I have the chance to group up a ton of them, I want a Meteor, because my Meteor's not rank 1 yet. I need to hit like 10 targets with it? 12 targets. Crazy. May as well use it now, yeah? It's not the 12, but that should help the training. Yeah, you can... It doesn't animate, but you can, what's the word? Activate Pledge of Penance while getting knocked back. Which is kind of nice. Alright. This is still just the fastest way to level up. I know it's not pretty, but it's just the fastest way to deal with these nukes. I may turn off, in fact, I think I will. I'm going to turn off extra effects. Minimize effects on. It gets a little buggy when you turn it on and off again, though, so I might have to restart my client, but I don't mind. Oh, my frames, man! This might be copium, but maybe I can fix it if I close some stuff. There goes that bear. Probably at, like, the lowest... Oh, you know what it is? I did restart my computer earlier, so a bunch of stuff booted up. Like Parsec and some other stuff I don't need right now. I can exit Steam. I know I'm getting mollywopped. Hang on. Ah. It automatically swaps you to the other talent when you try to activate your sword and shield, which is kind of nice. Speaking of which, use this for the bear. Look at me, not them. Or wait, does it automatically swap your weapons now? Oh. Maybe it always did that and I somehow never noticed, but I don't believe that. Alright. Okay, fireballs don't animate anymore. I have the 4 times on, right? In the Beltane one? I forgot how long it takes without all this extra EXP. Once we hit 200, I'll rebirth. It's a good panic button. Pledge of Penance. Oh, my frames are so choppy, man. Oh! Let me exit Discord too. That'll help. Hey! Hey! Ah! Not what I meant! Okay, let me task manager Discord closed. I need media player open. I don't need OBS open, right? No, that's what's making me stream right now. Can't tell if that feels better at all. Out of my way. I can't Oko with fireballs? Maybe that's my problem. Oh yeah, that is my problem. Huh. Will I Oko if I use the Blonid, the Blonid wand? Yes. Look, My Celtic Guardian Staff I haven't upgraded yet. I even can't upgrade it because I don't have Shylian unlocked, whatever that zone is. Oh, it doesn't. It actually doesn't kill without a crit. I guess Elemental Knight was upping my magic damage by a ton. Oops. I'm going the wrong way. Either way, I'd still say this is faster. Unhand me! Back off. I guess just using the Arcana skills will be faster, because I am OPOing them. Alright. I love not having knockback. I don't need that. Get out of here. That one has like a deceptive range. It doesn't look like it hits that far, but it does. Yeah, look at that. You can target enemies with that. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to click on the ground, it looks like. Couple more kills to do here. Alright, 2 hundo. I'm gonna go rebirth real quick. You know the drill. Let's see. I hope the other skills... Well, I don't know. I might have to swap to a talent that gives magic damage so the fireballs kill in one hit. Can't rebirth from here, unfortunately. Or can I leave while quote-unquote mounted? Alright. I'm not too worried about... Normally, they're so generous right now that I don't have to worry about, like, oh, I'm running out of my Ledeca potion. I only have so many of them. Nah, they're super generous right now. Keeping the look the same, although I am tempted to change my hair to green, but I have a wig right now. Okay. I have been using Construct because I plan on training that, but I can always just swap to it when I'm going to train it. What if I choose Magic? This scales it so that I get more magic damage, right? You'll gain Intelligence, yeah. One, that'll help me max out my Meteor. And Hailstorm. I have Hailstorm to train as well. And 2, that'll hopefully, conversely, let me one-shot the zombies with Fireball. But your Sacred Guardian, just to make nowhere to run faster. Because not killing the zombies in one hit's kind of brutal. Absolutely taking that level up, thank you. Ooh. Rend Armor, Pledge of Penance, Deliver Judgment, Provoke. Nice. Any new skills? No, not that I have a second. I know this 4 times pod is taken down, but it's fine. Okay, Ardent Advance. Deals damage equal to charge, plus 100% of the sum of base damage and cumulative defense. So that scales on defense. Good to know. 14 meters on attack range. Attack radius around the primary target 2.5. It's not a big AoE, I don't feel like. Enemies hit are drawn towards the primary target and knocked down. Enemies that cannot be knocked down are stunned for 1 second instead. Base cooldown 6 seconds when used on an enemy within 2 meters. Cooldown increases by 1 second for every 1 meter traveled past the base range. Okay. Deliver Judgment. Deals damage equal to 300% of Windmill's damage. I really need a Dan Windmill as well. 600% of... 300% of Windmill's damage plus 600% of the sum of base damage and base cumulative defense. Attack radius 105% of Windmill's attack radius. Damage increases by 1% per stack of broken armor on an enemy. Max stack 1 at the moment. Maybe it raises as you up the link or something. Reduces the movement speed of enemies hit by 50% for 4 seconds. Wow. Okay. Oh, if you hit them with Pledge of Penance, it also applies the Provoke. Oh, and Provoke only lasts 3 seconds on default. Alright. Back in we go. I think they gave me a Baltane Crystal. I don't know if we have all the skills yet, but we might. It was a kind of simpler Arcana. I was hoping it would have some kind of healing associated with it. Maybe they'll give it one eventually. Like how we just got, quote-unquote, 2 new Elemental Knight skills. Baltane Crystal. And then I have a 4 times here that I'll use when the Ledeka runs out. Roshuan. Can you rebirth yet? No. I guess you're not max level, so it's fine. I might just use the pet rebirth potion, because I do intend to use this with my EK, sorry, not EK. SG? Sacred Guardian? I never had it abbreviated yet. Elite. Commence. Nowhere to run. Howdy. Oh, I wonder, can I one-shot with my staff now? What? Hey! Forgot, it takes off spell walk when you rebirth. No, I cannot. Alright, we're just gonna have to use the Arcana then. Rend defense, or Rend armor, actually. Ardent Advance, got a level. I want to say I have all the skills now. That guy hit me as he died. I hate when the zombies are inactive. They spawn and they eat up a spawn slot, but they don't, what's the word? They don't move, so you can't kill them. Well, having to run up to them. That is not what I targeted there, but that's fine. I love the cooldowns. Ran out of Pledge of Penance. I'm going to point a Rend Armor and Pledge of Penance. Are you getting stats for ranking up these skills as well? Oh yeah, I gotta remember that bash is a movement option as well. It's in my blood as a player of this game to use a windmill pretty frequently. I guess I have other AoE options now. I'm surprised it hit that zombie right there. Like, damn. Rend armor with the crit. I'd love to see it. Let me kill these guys with taunts. Ah, lame. I do feel like the slamming the ground takes a little too long, but it feels worth it, I guess. I have my dang balls out. And my pledge of pants right now. Oh, there's a ton of zombies. I was wondering where'd everybody go? Bingo? Oh, wait, Raikiru, why are you dead? Oh boy, why aren't you on my back? Zombie had a whole ass pineapple on him. Nice. Kills on a crit. I wish there was a better hit, what's the word? Marker, I guess, for when, for Rend armor's range. Because I can't visualize it for some reason. You have to double tap that. What was my Arcana now, anyway? Barely 7, wow! Forgot how long this took. Unhand me! Feels great, man. Does this say anything about cooldown? No. Oh, I want to click Deliver Judgment. But I keep forgetting that I have to then click it again. I have to confirm it like a windmill. Yeah, I think if I don't have any other skills by now, then this is all I get. I want to have this up. Dude, I like having the stash. And that one too. With that one, you know. There needs to be a max distance between you and the target. Does Danning Windmill increase the range? Or radius of it? Because I mean, one, I should already ban my skills. And two, that seems like that would work nicely for Deliver Judgment. I almost said it, judgment. I would have been made fun of for not being able to say the word right. I called Polytoad Polyfrog when streaming Pokemon Odyssey, which I'll probably do more of that. If not Sunday, then next week. So you said the word wrong. I do that often. That had some good range on it, actually. Rend Armor is my bread and butter. Other ones when they're off cooldown. Otherwise, Rend Armor. And this if I want to move around a bit. What other skills I'm going to have on this hotbar? I still have not decided yet. The range on that. Damn, Bash did some damage. Alright, this might be the last Nowhere to Run. I think I'll log off, make lunch, and maybe be back later. I really gotta do Unicorn Overlord. I haven't streamed it in like 2 weeks. Get off of me! Very satisfying. It looked a little lacking in the video, but now that I'm actually using it, it feels more engaging than I was expecting. Feels pretty nice. Oh, I'm surprised that hit. The wind-ups, it's kind of adding up. It's only going to it's taking a while. Get some of these further away zombies. Get the crowd, slam one of those down. Hell yeah. I do miss having Shattering Windmill and Blazing Assault Slash, but I'm still quite mobile still. It's not when I'm using either of the slam attacks. Gotta get better with aiming that, I will admit. Ash is so cool now. Hey, Jenko. Why are you making fun of me? I thought it looked cool. And I like to think it's made out of wood. You can see it on the back of my PNG right now, actually. I also had a nice royal crystal wings shield that I was intending to use. Oh, whoop, that's the wrong button. What? Oh! You're not wrong. It's because oh, dang it. That was there the whole time. My bad. Also, while I'm tabbed out, I was perfectly fine until my buff ran out. Get off of me. I closed Discord to make it less laggy, but I think it's still pretty laggy. Alright, no problem, Jenko. Thank you for that. Just out of reach. I already intended to use this Arcana, but I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. I do quite like it. I could go with like 1 or 2 more skills personally, but I mean, what I do got is tankiness. Exactly, yeah, gun lance. It does look pretty badass too. Oh, whoop, wrong one. Excuse me, Jake? Oh, hey, we hit 200. 200. Let's get out of here. No good drops. Nope. Alright. I could do that again, but I think I've sufficiently gotten all of the Sacred Guardian skills. It's barely Arcana level 8. I don't know if there are other skills. Actually, I can just check, right? I have the page from when we did the quiz earlier. I can actually show this on screen. Hang on. Let me go ahead and do it on OBS. I would prefer the music to load here, though, so how about we exit and go back in. You know, lances have an attribute that not Nami weapons have naturally? Or not mini weapons have naturally. What is that, Jenko? I did Grandmaster my lance, but I mean, like, it was just so I could get ready for the upcoming Arcana. No, the music's not playing! Why? It's like one of the best songs in the game. Has your mind always been in the gutter, Jenko? Okay. Thank you. Alright, give me just a bit. Oh, hang on, I need to reset the scene. Yeah, that's fine. I get you. We're looking for this. Alright. Okay, so let's take a look. Eolar, we've already met her. I unlocked the Arcana. I'm not recognizing these. Okay, this is Pledge of Penance. AoE that apparently taunts for a little while and gives you immunity to knockback and getting stunned, which is really cool. Provoke. AoE target. Save him! Eolar, save him! Thank you. Makes enemies come at you for a couple seconds. I do not have Martyr's Consecration yet. I don't know what level I get this at. Let's see. Forsaking self and safety, a Sacred Guardian may consecrate their allies, warding them against harm. When an ally is attacked, a portion of the damage they would receive is transferred to the Guardian, added to an accumulating burden that stacks a percentage of its total amount as damage over time. Sacred Guardian receives a bonus to defense and magic defense based on the number of allies currently consecrated. Okay. Cool. Ardent Advance I have. I don't have... No, I do have Rend Armor, actually, yeah. I wish it had, like, a targeting reticule on the ground. And this is Deliver Judgment. And this is Divine Retribution. I don't have this. A holy explosion surges forth from the Sacred Guardian, stunning all enemies around them. This skill temporarily suspends the damage suffered from Martyr's Consecration while dealing damage strengthened by the amount of damage a Guardian has accumulated from their consecrated allies. You get hurt helping your teammates more, you do the more damage. Okay. Wait, huh? What is that, Jenko? I have my chat on the other side now. Let's see. Oh, time to guess the game! I mean, I could, but I'm quite hungry. I was supposed to eat like 3 hours ago, but I decided to start streaming. Those paladin skills are weak. You need Sacrosanctity. Sacrosanctity from Maple Story. It makes you invincible for 30 seconds. This makes me invincible for... Actually, it doesn't make me invincible, but the damage I take from Martyr's Consecration, it suspends the damage that I take from it. Hopefully it doesn't suspend the skill, though. Okay. Interesting. Now, I want to take a look at the, what's it called? The link effects. HP plus 200, increases cumulative defense and reduces damage taken by 2% of max damage. Okay. Also, guard. Upon taking damage, the next 10 instances of damage are nullified. Holy shit, dude. I mean, you kind of need it in a Maple Story when you're just surrounded by a sea of enemies in every zone. Level 2, HP plus 100, increases cumulative defense by 5% of max damage. While Martyr's Consecration is active, decreases incoming damage from Martyr's Burden by 5% for every 200,000 damage, up to 1 time per skill use. That's a little confusing. By 5%. Level 3, HP plus 100, increases cumulative defense by 7% of max damage. Pledge Dependence and Pledge Keeper effect, duration plus 10 seconds. Nice. That's really nice, actually. And Provoke duration plus 3 seconds, also nice. Let's see. Level 4, increases cumulative defense by 10% of max damage. While Martyr's Consecration is active, decreases incoming damage from Martyr's Burden by 5%. Okay, it gives you an extra use of that. Piercing resistance plus 3. I don't even know what enemies pierce. And those 10 instances of damage go from an enemy touching you to a boss throwing the end of the universe in your general direction. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a good tank you got over there at Paladin. Maybe I'll level one up next. Okay. Oh, here we go. Piercing resist plus 3. I think I was reading the wrong one. When a one-handed melee weapon and shield are equipped, critical damage plus 24% and Martyr's Burden damage accumulation plus 3%. HP plus 300 per stack of defense. Oh, specifically one-handed. That's what you're going to use for the Arcana anyway. HP plus 300 per stack of defense / magic defense boost from Martyr's Consecration. Is that per ally? Huh. Maybe not. What's from every stack of defense / magic defense boost? Ardent defense radius increased by 30% of charge's max range. Range at which minimum cooldown is applied is increased by the minimum of a charge range. Having Ardent Advanced. Ah, okay. I was confusing that with Pledge of Penance. Cool. Cool. Deliver Judgment damage plus 2% per stack of broken armor applied through the use of Rend Armor. So applied through the use of Rend Armor, every enemy around you Having the 1 stack of Rend Armor increases the damage of Deliver Judgment. While Martyr's Consecration is active, it gives you a 3rd use of that. Divine Retribution damage plus 5%. I don't have Divine Retribution yet. Pledge of Penance / Provoke damage plus 50%. Wow! Wow! Extra 50. While Martyr's Consecration is active, decreases, okay, a 4th use of that. Reduce piercing by 1 for enemies with 5 stacks of broken armor. Huh? Hang on. How many times can you apply broken armor? I can only do 1 at the moment, but I guess it increases. This effect can be stacked through multiple hits. Ah. Not that anything lives my current Rend Armor, other than the Peridot Bear. Let's see. While Martyr's Consecration is active, Sacred Guardian skills recover 5% of damage dealt as HP, up to 5% of your max HP. Dude, couple that with the one-handed sword Spirit Weapon, and you have a teammate to actually put Martyr's Consecration on. Yo, the healing. While equipped with a one-handed weapon and shield, piercing plus 1 per stack of defense/defense boost from Martyr's Consecration up to plus 3. So 3 piercing for having 3 allies affected by Martyr's Consecration. While Martyr's Consecration is active, you get a 5th time. So what is this exactly? While Martyr's Consecration is active, decreases incoming damage from Martyr's Burden by 5% for every 200 damage. 200,000 damage. I don't get this. While you're taking damage in place of your teammates, you decrease the incoming damage by 5% for every 200,000 damage. Taken in general from you and allies, I guess. 200,000 damage is a lot, bro. I have 3,333 health at the moment. That ain't a lot. Comparatively. That's barely here. Interesting. I won't use the item yet, but this is the one that I'm considering heavily sinking into. Because I'm already rank 3 on Elemental Knight and Alchemic Sharpshooter. And I'm already link 3. So if I use the item to get to link 10, yes, I skipped the 7 links, but, you know, if I use it on one of the brand new Arcana, then I get all these bonuses right away. Or do I hold on to that item until 6 months from now when we get the Alchemy Arcana and I get it right away? Probably not. Probably not. I don't even really understand this one. We'll have to look at it another time, I think. Ooh, just straight up damage. Mondo damage, it looks like. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. I don't normally stream at this hour. I didn't get good sleep. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I may or may not be back later for Unicorn Overlord. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I go live, and have a good rest of your day. That's the first time I've said that, actually, because I don't normally stream at this hour. I look forward to using the new Arcana more. Do I not have a banner? That's for Grimrock. That's fine. Bye-bye. See you later. Again, I may